What do you think of the new intro?
That song slaps harder than my dad. I love it.
It's great job on that song, Stroke. That was like, it's so
Strokified.
Good. Totally strokified. I know that we got a couple of strokified songs coming up today on the show, and actually a lot to get to. I think we're going to talk a little bit about Aftershocks. We didn't actually, you know, we were supposed to talk about that in the pre-show, how we were going to give away Aftershock tickets, but we'll talk about that some other time. Plus, we're going to get to maybe I'm an asshole, a new game, Kink or Crap, which will be a lot of fun. Lara's got bad Yelp reviews. Lara, you're going to handle that. You're going to take care of that, and then we'll do You're on the List and whatever else we get to or don't get to. But
it's going to be a packed show for sure.
It is going to be a very packed show.
I know. I'm looking at the schedule.
We have a schedule in front of us, and I'm scrolling. It's 8 pages long.
It is a packed show. But before we get started, I think it's important to address something that we were kind of talking about before the show started here with Lara. And I'm not going to say anything. I want to just kind of turn this. Oh, by the way, Lara's having some technical issues, so she might sound a little weird. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot we can do about that. But I want to just kind of turn everything over to Lara and just let her say what she's going to say.
Yeah, we spent probably over an hour trying to get just like me to be able to even be on this right now. So sorry, guys. But
that's an entire hour that our Patreon subscribers could listen to.
Absolutely, that's true. We're going to put that up on Patreon.
There you go.
But go on, Lara.
Yeah, this is crappy news. I'm not happy about it at all. But I'm not going to be able to continue doing the podcast. Just for like family reasons, like things that are going on in our family that like are really important right now for me to focus on. So.
It's totally understandable.
And I love this podcast and I love what we created. I know it's going to be a success, but I can't do it right now. I have to pick something that's really important to me and it's my family.
No one blames you for that at all.
No, family's more important.
Absolutely.
But you even said for right now. So, you know, it's not I wouldn't call it a goodbye. I'd call it until next time.
Yeah. Why don't we, it's just so it's like, I think, maybe, and I know Stroke kind of feels the same way, and maybe it's just for my own sanity and probably Stroke sanity, where we just kind of like say it's just a break for now, and even, you know, who knows if you'll come back, but I don't want to think that Lara's gone, you know, like you helped create everything that we do. So, and you're just such a huge part of the show and such a huge part of just what TDS ever was and now what NTDS is, and so I understand what you're going through. Well, I guess I get it, and family is way more important. So, but just so you know, the show's always going to be here. Is what I'm saying.
Well,
4 Musketeers.
I appreciate it.
We love you, Lara. You are our girl.
And I love you guys.
I swear to God, if she starts crying, I'm gonna do it.
I'm tired of crying. I've been crying like 7 times.
I'm a sympathetic crier, okay? I can't help it. I'm the same way with puke. If I see somebody cry, I cry. If I see somebody puke, I puke. I can't do this.
It's tough. And I know nobody knows what's going on in your life, but when you say it's family, we all have to, you know, it's just family comes first. We're all doing this for free, you know. It's not like this is our job.
Yeah, and I'm putting out a preemptive statement out there right now. Do not come and ask me or Stroker Mikey what's going on with Lara. That's none of my fucking business.
No,
I won't. Even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you. That's her business.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
none of my business. It's none of yours. So if she's got to step away, don't ask me about it.
Well, I consider it a leave of absence, and I'm glad I'm wearing glasses because I am a little teared up because it's a little sad. But I know we're going to have events. We're going to be in town. I know you'll be there if you can.
Sure, I hope so.
With what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
And
no,
we're going to call it I think we just hit the little pause button on the remote, and then we'll unpause it when I hope that my desire is you back. But
yeah,
do what you do. Health, family, those things are way more important than anything about entertaining the masses to me. So
your band, obviously more important.
Yeah,
right. It's like priorities.
I was praying. She's like, I gotta step away because the LARPers are going on tour. I'm like, fuck yeah, can I go?
Well, we could do an event, and Lara and the LARPers can be the opening act or something for our events.
Yeah, I felt like we all know you well enough. I felt like you've probably have all week replayed like this conversation in your mind, wondering how will everyone take it. But I think everyone understands. Like
Absolutely.
we don't understand, but we don't need to know everything. Some things don't need to be out.
That's none of our business. But and just to make light, because it's a very serious conversation. That conversation, she probably talked to herself out loud like she did back in our studios. Because
Oh my, I did totally.
of course, I thought you might. It's like, I should. This is what I'm gonna say. Well, I think you should say this. Well, add that in there. No, it's a leave of absence. It's not that. Who are you talking to? We caught her in the hallways doing that all the time.
She used to talk to herself constantly.
No, also,
it's a sign of intelligence. Thank you very much.
Well, what do they say about Hummers? Because Lara is a Hummer.
Oh, what?
No,
a nervous Hummer.
Yeah, it'd be dead quiet. She just goes,
oh, that's right.
What the fuck did you think I meant?
I don't know. I was like, I immediately thought about cars. Like, why would you call her a car? I don't understand what you're talking about. But now I get it.
I thought way something different. I'm like,
I fucking knew you would. But no, it's literally dead quiet. She's just.
I think it shows a sign
to kill somebody.
Lara, I think you finally hit maturity. I hate to say it, but you have. When there comes to be a time in life where it gets real serious, sometimes you need to know when you need to step away and just take a break. And that's what we're calling it. So you're doing the right thing. I don't need to know any of it. Nobody does.
Nope.
But we love you. That's all I got to say.
We support you. We love you, and Dylan, we support the shit out of you guys and want everything to be great in your household. So whatever that is, I mean, we just love your whole family. So even though we say you guys are weird, like your grandpa shitting in on his tomatoes and stuff, it's weird, but we love that about you. So we support you.
Me personally, I think I understand it more than anybody else, because that's literally why I left California, because was to be closer to my kid. Because I literally moved out for the job. The job was gone. I'm going back to be with my kid.
Makes sense.
I came out here so I could provide, even if it was far away. But the best thing for him was to be near him, and I see him 5 days a week.
That's amazing. Good.
And mine was partly that. It was like it wasn't I hated California. It was I love being in Florida. I love the beach, but it was like my daughter closer to her mother, so she gets to have that relationship. My mom's health issues that we know behind the scenes was pretty bad. My stepdad passed away. I don't even know if you guys even know that. So I had a lot going on in that year or so right there, where it was just like I came back and it was just like punch, 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 and you can only take so much. But there's times you just shut down and don't tell nobody nothing. Yeah. Like at least for me, I get quiet, so I just.
Well, I usually keep my personal life separate from, everything that's on the radio and Facebook anyway, because this is none of y'all's business.
But I think there's some things that I think we do. We tend to kind of live our life out, live your life out on the air, as they say, whatever. But that's just to be, that's to be relatable and show that we're real humans and stuff. But there's always going to be some things that don't make it. And it's the same thing for me. Like the only reason why I'm still here in California is because of family, because I'm not going to leave my daughter. Yeah. And where am I going to go? I'm not going to go back to Ohio, and I got to make my wife try to make her son move. Yeah. Right. I mean,
yeah, it's tough.
So family's a tough thing, and it always comes first. So we get it, and we're happy to have you here today. We're happy to have you on all the past episodes that you've been on, and every episode of Freeloader Friday that you came on the Mikey podcast. Fuck, you're welcome to come on to any of these podcasts
and future
anytime,
shows,
and future shows at any point. So it's never an end for you. We're always going to be here. Well, until we're not. So.
Promise.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Pinky promise. Virtual pinky promise.
Yeah, it was not an easy decision to make. It was really hard. I was like literally crying all night. So, yeah, I feel like I'm just doing what I got to do, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Do what you got to do.
Can you put sunglasses on or something? I can't keep looking at her eyes.
Get your shit together, Lara. Jesus Christ.
Together, Ian. God damn.
Get both of you guys. Get your shit together. Everybody, get your shit together.
I'm a wuss, all right? I cried at Iron Giant. I'm a wuss.
I will say this, though. I spent 5 hours making that brand new fucking video, and Lara's pictures are all over it.
I know. I didn't know you were making
there. And they will stay there.
Yeah, they will. They will. They will never come off.
I'm so glad that I had to change the words to host because I couldn't get AI to sing Lara. They couldn't do it right. So
you just said Larry.
Oh, yeah.
Then we'd have to go find a guy named Larry to be on the show. I don't want
Larry
to talk to a
sounds-
guy named Larry. No
Larry
offense,
sounds
Larry.
like a fucking dork. I don't want to work with Larry.
Seriously. Now, a Lawrence, on the other hand, I'm like, that guy takes himself seriously. I
That's
might want to know this person. He
That's
might
a guy
have money.
he drinks good scotch. He reads a lot of books. Probably
Yep.
smokes a pipe. Lawrence, for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, I
That's that
trust
guy.
Lawrence. I don't trust no
Yeah,
Larry.
Lawrence probably knows about cigars and
Yeah.
courting women, not just going out with cheap sluts. No, he courts women.
I worked with a guy named Larry when I was a mover a long time ago, and all he would do was carry the lightest boxes, and they called him Lampshade Larry because the lampshades were the lightest thing. And it's not. This is a true story. Lampshade Larry.
Look, I did a lot of moving in my construction days. I might have been lampshade Larry.
You might have been.
Ian, I don't know if Ian remembers that guy, but we worked with a guy years ago before we went to California.
yeah,
His name was
I
Larry,
remember.
and I was like, I think this guy he keeps taking these trips over to like, was it what country was that? Where all
Thailand, probably?
Thailand,
Thailand,
yeah. I'm like, I think he might be fucking boys, but I wasn't sure. He creeped me the fuck out. But anyway.
He was, he was creepy looking, just like on face value. You're like, I don't know you, but you look like
He like
I don't
Mr.
want
Burns
to.
from the fucking Simpsons.
That's creepy.
Yeah, he was.
that is a shockingly accurate description.
Yeah, I know. I got to show you guys.
I thought there was something weird about my brother a while ago because he like packed up and moved to I don't know, it's not Guam, but some place like that because he met a woman online. And I'm like, what is going on? He literally packed his shit up and he's out of the country and lives there, got married to her and everything. And I was like, is this real? And then he started posting pictures with her. But I thought for a minute there he was doing weird shit.
I literally just had a friend do that. He moved to Germany to marry a bitch he never met in person. They're married and he posts pictures in Germany all the fucking time. Like,
That's crazy.
it's insane.
I would
Any
never.
fart.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. So in another thing is Lara picked the best time to quit the show. We have Aftershock
Step
tickets that we're
away
gonna
from
step
the
away
show.
from the show. I was last week. I got confirmed that we will be giving away a handful of pairs of weekend passes on Not That Damn Show, which is awesome. How we're gonna do that, I'm not exactly sure. We'll have to work that out and figure it out. But we can do social media. We can do whatever we come up with. I'm not sure yet, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, everybody write us 100 words of why you hate Lara.
And we will read them back, and then we'll pick the best one. That's pretty funny. But that's
Leave
cool.
it in the
I'm
comments so it helps our analytics.
Yeah, that's true. That actually, speaking of comments, I'm glad you brought that up. There is a bunch of comments from the past few weeks that that I want to kind of read over, if that's okay with you guys. We never dive into the comments like we do with voicemails and stuff, but there's a lot.
I've been telling you, man. We need to be reading these because people will be more likely to do it. Also, leave us voicemails if you don't want to leave us a comment.
Yeah, 916-312-DAMN. You can leave us a voicemail anytime.
No. 916-312.
312 DAMN. Damn.
I love. That's my favorite part. D312.
DAMN. But we're not going to do voicemails today, but do it. Leave us a voicemail anytime you guys want to about whatever the fuck you want. You know we're going to play it. Let's read over some of the most recent comments. This one we were talking about Aftershock. This is one here that actually kind of mentions Aftershock. Says, this is from Bandita6, by the way, over on Spotify. I paused at the Aftershock part. I'm a mom, and I told my boyfriend as soon as I saw the lineup that Thursday was its own vibe. Now, this is them talking about what we talked about last week with my daughter wanting to be able to go. Just to clarify for those people, it's its own vibe from any other Aftershock days I've seen. Good Charlotte, Bowling for Soup, Blink-182, All American Rejects, among other bands.
It really pulled up right now. It is a total vibe. It is a pop punk emo vibe. Just Thursday.
Except for the early part of the day where you got Hatebreed and stuff, but other than that,
like maybe around 3 o'clock, maybe.
It becomes pop punk, and it's going to be pretty cool. So she's commenting, I'm talking to me, and she's like, I feel like that day should be explained to mom, and fingers crossed Aftershock goers aren't going to be anywhere near as wild as the rest of the weekend, which they would be. She says, and she's officially a teenager now, so hopefully mom will give in on that.
That's actually a good point, because considering the bands that are there on Thursday late afternoon and into the night, they don't draw the crazy crowds. Because a lot of these bands that are on the list for Thursday, I have seen and they're not that crazy. They just play good music and they just want to hear it. Now, when you get into the corns and stuff like that, Rob Zombie, yeah, there's gonna be moshing and shit going on. But Bowling for Soup, who's gonna mosh to 1985?
Plus, they sing those are the guys that sing the theme song to Phineas and Ferb, like the hundreds. Like, come on, like this is gonna be a lot of fun, and that's part of the reason why my daughter wants to go so much.
Have you made any progress with that?
That's so awesome. She's never gonna forget that. Like, she'll remember that forever. That's awesome.
I know. I'm hoping that this can happen. If her mom doesn't go for it, I get it, because like we said last week, I can understand. And her mom's been to Aftershock before, so she's seen some of the stuff, and it's whatever. But we do have another comment here from Boy Brown. For those of you, this was actually something we mentioned about Aftershock as well. For those of you going to Aftershock and are anywhere near the age of 22 and 28, the band Bring Me the Horizon on Sunday, or playing at all, is huge. They were a big band when I was in high school, and they don't tour America anymore. And this is a good opportunity. Remember, we were talking about how we were surprised.
I was not saying that they don't belong there, because you're saying playing at all is huge. No, it's not, because Bring Me the Horizon has played at many, many Danny Wimmer shows.
Yeah.
What I said was, I don't think Bring Me the Horizon should be the closing act on Sunday. That is usually reserved for Foo Fighters, Metallica, things
Guns
of that
N' Roses.
caliber. Yeah, things of that caliber. If you want to have them close on Thursday, via con Dios. I don't care. I just think that they're not big enough. And that sounds bad when I
get what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
They're not AC/DC. Like, that's honestly who I thought was going to be closing out Sunday night.
I wish. I'd buy my ticket now.
I really, really thought that.
Oh, yeah.
And that would be so much fun. That would be cool. I would really, like, by the way, guys, I would love it if you can come out. We can try to work that out. At least one of the things I think I want to do for us to do a giveaway is I want to have an event, and we've mentioned it a couple of times, but get you guys out here. We get enough Patreon subscribers. We'll fly out Stroke and Knee, and we'll put them up in a hotel. We'll do an event in the summertime, big party, and we'll give away some Aftershock tickets there. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
It would be. I really do miss seeing people out in Sacramento. There's great people out there.
I do too, because people have asked me, do you miss California? Do I miss the taxes? No. Do I miss the people, the friendships that I've made? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's not just the Patreon that's going to help us, because we talked about this in our bonus content that you can get on Patreon. Our merch is going to help us do that so much.
We're working on lots of really great merch. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, most of that is going to be going towards an event. We're not going to get paid for a while. We're going to use it for stuff that helps us keep the lights on. Sound like Alex Jones, literally getting Stroke and I out there for our first event.
Speaking of Alex
You're making frogs gay.
Making the freaking frogs gay. We can sell supplements and stuff like Alex Jones does.
Oh, God.
Sell
make her gay. Take our supplements. You'll be sucking dick in like 2 hours.
But somebody actually commented on that and said, thanks for thinking of us broke dammits out here. For those of you that can't subscribe on the Patreon, which is only $5.99 a month, by the way, you can bet that I want one of those mugs. So that means, like, that's a great way to support the show if you can't subscribe or commit to that. When we start selling our merch, which is coming really soon, buy that stuff, and that'll help out too. Another thing too, for your Patreon subscribers, the Strokified songs are going to go on sale this week. As a matter of fact, if you go to our Patreon right now, they're up there at 99 cents each for each song. Every Strokified song that Stroke creates, that we create, whatever, we're going to sell it. And we're going to put it up there, and you guys can download it, and it's yours to keep.
Not to play favorites, but if you're going to buy any song, make it the Gay Flamingo song.
It's the best song.
See, I like Florida Man, but I think that Toilet Paper Puss today is going to kill it. I'm just saying.
Oh,
I
Florida Man?
can't wait to hear it.
No, the Toilet Paper Puss song.
I think Gay Flamingo's still the one to beat. It's still the one to beat.
Okay, I love Florida Man, but Toilet Paper Puss today, you ain't heard that one yet. I think that one's going to be good.
Yeah, Toilet Paper Puss is actually pretty good.
And then I want to clarify this one, because I know it's coming up at some point today, but yesterday in the text messages, Mikey goes, "You need a Rob song." I said, "Oh shit, I ain't even thought about that." So I got one of those today too. So you get two of them on this podcast.
We got a couple of really good Strokified songs. I'm really excited to get to those.
I was going to say, we need to address at least why you came up with a Rob song, but we'll do that later.
Yeah, we'll
continue with our comments.
We'll talk about that. We got a few more comments here. So we were talking about dick pics right here. This is from Sydney Van Winkle. Are you related to Robert Van Winkle? Curious.
I feel like I recognize that name. Maybe
I know her. I think she's she's on my Facebook.
Yeah,
exactly,
she's Robert Van Winkle. Do you guys know who Robert Van Winkle is?
No.
That's Vanilla Ice. That's his real name.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know that.
Anyway, sorry, let's move on. So she says, you guys were talking about dick pics, and I have to tell you about the time I was in the car with my mother, and we got the same dick pic photo sent to us. We was in that moment that we realized the two of our friends were dating the same guy. The guy was in his 40s, dating a 20-year-old friend, also dating my mom's 40-year-old friend. But I'm confused here. So is that guy also sending you guys dick pics too?
Maybe they're friends. Because girls, when they get dick pics, they'll probably be like, "Oh my God, girl, look what he just sent me."
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, because nobody trying to look at a dick.
Listen, every man who's ever sent a dick pic, do not kid yourself and think that she did not show her friends, because you are fooling yourself.
Not all of them. I would never show someone's penis to someone else. I would literally never do that.
But Lara, can I ask you like an honest question? Think about like in your entire life, just randomly getting a dick pic from some weirdo. There's never one time you're like, "Oh, I want to meet that guy," right? Never.
No.
Okay, I was like,
not really, unless I was already flirting with that person for a long time and wanted it. But like, if it was random, no, I don't want that. No, I don't want that.
Like it was, you don't know this person. He just added you on Facebook, and he's like, "Hey, I thought you were hot." My dick.
Yeah, I'm putting a little cowboy hat on mine, put a little country song, a little western country, like.
Remember, we talked about spicing it up some, making them draw pictures out of them, put fireworks coming out of the top.
You got to stand out.
Yeah, you born fucking dick pic senders.
I know.
Like, and spice it up for people, I guess.
The thing also, too, dicks are not attractive to look. Like, I mean, maybe it's because I'm a guy, but I don't want to see a dick. Like, I just, they're not pretty. Like, I'll look at a pretty naked woman because the woman's body is beautiful,
because you're a straight man.
Well, yeah, I guess.
No, there was an episode of Adam Ruins Everything where they asked a woman, it was a circumcised and uncircumcised. Like, does this dick look weird? Yeah. Does this dick look weird? Yeah. All dicks look weird.
What about them uncircumcised dicks? They gotta look.
It's like wearing a turtleneck. This one, uncircumcised dick is like wearing a turtleneck.
I was like,
like a pig in a blanket. It's like a pig in a blanket.
A pig in a blanket. Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, Ian, this one's for you. Someone said, "Ian, I got pooped on by a hippo."
You win.
How the fuck did you get what?
Yeah, that's question number one.
Don't hippos, like, doesn't their tail spin when they're pooping and it just flies everywhere?
Yeah, I think so.
They're like,
how did you get pooped on by a hippo? Don't they eat people?
Hippos are the most deadliest animals, I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're one of them. They're one of them.
I've got a lot of questions here.
How were you that close to a hippo that shit on you?
Maybe they were at the zoo and it just like shot out. I don't know. Hippos are terrifying.
Maybe it's a baby hippo when they're lying. Like, a baby hippo.
Well, baby hippos are kind of cute. Like, you kind of want to hold a baby hippo.
Like, was it the baby hippo that took over the internet a couple months ago? Like, Moondang or some shit?
Super cute. A couple more comments here from Beth. Signed up for the Patreon. I was a Patreon virgin. I didn't know it needed to be downloaded to another app. So yes, this bitch is old. That's actually. I'm glad that is brought up because there's been a lot of confusion about the Patreon. We try to clarify that a little bit. I posted over in our Facebook group so that people understand the way things work. You probably have to download another app, but you can also do it online as well. And if there's comedians and a lot of different creators on Patreon, so you might find some other people that you're interested in too as well. But you got to go there. You subscribe to us for $5.99 a month. You're going to get our behind the scenes. You're going to get some extra exclusive content that we create. You're going to get access to the Strokified songs. And most importantly, after the 10th episode, this is number 7, by the way, after the 10th episode, that's where you can only get the video episodes of Not That Damn Show.
Well, not only that, we are going to have people able to come into our live recordings.
Yeah.
So you can watch the show as we're recording live, even be a part of it. We might read some comments as you post them, and definitely an after segment where we might answer your questions.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that we want to do, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with you guys. But the Patreon is where all that is gonna happen. And the more you guys support, we're gonna get a website up here real soon, probably in the next week or so, which is gonna be great. I'm really excited about that too. Just a lot of things happening. So if you're on the fence and trying to figure out if you want to subscribe or not, if you really want to commit, look, you're supporting one of your favorite shows, and we promise to give you. We'll deliver. We're not gonna be like some of these other radio shows who don't even show up to fucking work. We're going to deliver, and we're going to give you guys content that matters.
And I'm sure a lot of you are just riding the fence until that 10th episode, where you
fine.
already get these for free. Fine.
Oh yeah, I've heard from those. Yeah, I don't blame. I don't blame them.
Yeah, you're getting it for free now. Well, I mean, go ahead. But once episode 10 is over, but
you are missing. You are missing some of the behind the scenes stuff that's on the Patreon, because we get a little.
We had fun today.
Pictures of Ian's feet. Pictures of Ian's feet. You're missing out.
There you go.
Why is Lara the second person in 3 weeks to tell me that I should be doing that? I have fucking hobbit feet, okay?
Yes, that's why. People like weird feet. Like, if it's a normal pair of feet, you can find them anywhere. But those people that like feet, they're going to like what they see when they see all that hair.
Thanks, Lara. Not Lara.
You're welcome.
She's leaving us. But I think we should all take a foot picture and see if people can identify our foot to our faces.
Gross.
She's step back.
I will. You think
Wait a minute. Hang on. Wait, no. I don't hate this idea. Post a picture of all three of just one foot.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and see if you can guess whose foot's what.
Put it in the Facebook group, and then just have people guess. Whose
foot is that?
I hate how much I enjoy this idea.
This is weird to say, but I 100% could guess each one of your guys' feet. I already know it. 100%.
I think it'd be pretty easy.
No way.
I know she could probably figure out mine.
I've seen your feet,
yours
man.
too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone has.
Everybody has seen your feet.
It's the first thing people bring up when they fucking talk to me.
That's kind of weird.
Where are your shoes? I shove them up your ass if you don't stop asking.
I wear flip-flops now too, so mine's back to being dirty. So I don't know. I might compete with you.
That's funny.
It's not that they're dirty; they're just hairy.
Oh my!
Gross.
Let's don't give no hints if we do this.
Yeah. Shh.
Okay.
We'll
You should
consider
just instead of guessing, I think that would really just be obvious. You should just have people vote on their favorite one, their favorite foot.
What?
Oh, I got these.
Changing the
Listen,
rules.
Listen, hold up. I'm not giving out my feet pics for free. Okay? Fuck that. Women make so much money off feet pics.
No, it's not free on Patreon.
Oh,
99 cents a foot.
Yeah.
You can download our foot pictures for 99 cents. That's
crossing into a whole new avenue that I'm not comfortable with.
Yo, I got some big ass toes. I could probably get some girl off if she would let me do it. If she would let me tow her. Fuck. I'm serious. I'm serious.
I believe you.
In the parking lot of the University of Beer.
Oh shit. Well, you know what? That's a great opportunity to move on to the next segment. There are a couple more comments here, and they're literally both about strokified music, and I want to get into that. Let me read these two comments. The first one is, I'm so glad you guys are back. Love the strokified music.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. Good job. Next one from Jamie Taylor Kennedy. She says, best Mr. Rogers song ever. Great job, Stroke. So good job.
It's the only Mr. Rogers song
ever.
Is.
Well, Mr. Rogers theme song. The Mr. Rogers.
No, our Mr. Rogers.
Well, all right. I think that's, not yours.
I didn't have a Mr. Rogers.
So we got a couple of songs here. Right, Stroke? And so I think the first one relates to something we did last week. Do you want to tell the story and then we can play the song?
So
this is going to be the...
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the one where I was sharing with you that I was at University of Beer. I couldn't remember the place, but you guys helped me narrow it down over near your house in Rockland.
I know that you liked it there a lot.
Yeah,
it was a great place to go hang out. And then this girl I was kind of hanging out with, we got in the back seat and she had toilet paper on her puss, and I was like, "What is that?" So I picked off the toilet paper. So of course it's embellished a little bit to make the song, but it's based on a true story about picking toilet paper off a puss.
Here we go.
Yo, I was chilling by University of Beer, backseat vibes, and the trouble got near. She looked at me and gave me that wink, but hold up, what's that? Had to stop and think.
This song is great.
I love it already.
Sitting in the ride, moonlight in the air. She was looking all fine, I could only just stare. Then I glanced down low, man, something ain't right. Toilet paper on her puss in the glow of the night. She said, listen up, boy, here's the ticket. You gotta pick it first before you stick it. I froze in my place, I was caught off guard. This roll of TP making my job too hard. Oh, fuck it. You gotta pick it first before you stick it. Yeah, you gotta pick it first before you stick it. Don't get ahead, don't try to slick it. You gotta clear it out before you kick it.
Oh my
You gotta
God.
pick it first before you stick it. You gotta pick it first before you stick it. No shortcuts here, don't try to trick it. You gotta pick it first before you stick it. You got toilet paper on your puss, it's time to trim your bush. Now I'm plucking at this mess, fingers working overtime, trying to peel it all back like I'm solving a crime. She laughs and says, baby, it's just a little fun, but I'm sweating like I'm under a spotlight, son. Man, this ain't the night I had in my mind. TP drama got me locked and confined. If that paper hits my lips, baby, that's it. I'll need a toothpick just to call it quits. You gotta pick it first before you stick it, yeah. You gotta pick it first before you stick it. Don't get ahead, don't try to slick it. You gotta clear it out before you kick it. You gotta pick it first before you stick it. I said you gotta pick it first before you stick it. No shortcuts here, don't try to trick it. You gotta pick it first before you stick it. You got toilet paper on your puss, it's time to trim your outside bush. The beer, people passing by slow. Foggy windows got them thinking they know. They knock on the glass like, what's the deal? I roll it down like, man, this nightmare is real. She's laughing in the back, I'm red in the face. TP troubles got me feeling out of place, but I soldier on, yeah, I'm pushing through. This backseat blues will teach me what to do. Finally, I'm done, got it all removed. She smiles and says, babe, you're hitting the groove. But now I'm cautious, my guard is uptight. This kind of drama ain't happening tonight. She's like, come on, baby. But I just shrug. Next time I'm coming with gloves and a rug. Backseat memories, yeah, we laugh it away. But I remember this forever till my dying day. You gotta pick it first before you stick it. Yeah, you gotta pick it first before you stick it. Don't get ahead, don't try to lick it. You gotta clear it out before you kick it. You gotta pick it first before you stick it. You gotta pick it first before you stick it. No shortcuts here, don't.
Oh, breakdown. It's very 90s.
Something never gone out of style.
This is so good.
You gotta pick it first before you stick it. You gotta pick it first before you stick it. Don't get ahead, don't try to lick it. You gotta clear it out before you kick it. You gotta pick it first before you stick it. I said you gotta pick it first before you stick it. No shortcuts here, don't.
Look.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm saying it now. I'm saying this right now. I want Grammy noms.
Dude, I'm telling you, if that song is definitely up there with the Gay Flamingos.
That's better than half the shit I hear on Top 40 anyway.
Call your local radio station, request it.
I will walk across the hall to the Top 40 station that works across the hall from me. I'll be like, listen, I got a new track for you, and I slam it down on the table.
I guarantee people will be at the club dancing, going, "Gotta pick it for you."
They won't even know what they're singing. They're just singing it and dancing it because that's what it is.
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
My
So good.
favorite part of that was just watching the pride on Stroke's face because it was
I was so
it was
proud
a
of
beautiful.
I was
Take
so
a
proud
bow.
of
Take a bow.
Yeah,
'cause
that was
you
really
deserve
good.
it.
proud. I don't
That was
think
a good
people
one.
get it. They think you just type it. Oh, make the AI just write me. No. It takes a lot of time to tweak those lyrics to get them just right.
That was really good. We'll put this up on Patreon. This will be available for 99 cents on Patreon. You got to join Patreon. You got to get access to this. All right. So that is the story on that is what you said. You were in the parking lot at University of Beers and the song tells the story. You got to pick it first before you stick it.
Yep, you do.
All right, so next we do have another Strokified song, and this one is to address something that happened this past week that a lot of people know about, but a lot of people might not know about, and that is the radio show Rob, Anybody, and Dawn are no longer on the radio in Sacramento at all. Like you have to download their app or whatever if you want to hear them. We're only on in Reno. They got fired. He posted his thing and he said, we mutually agreed, which is just radio speak for we got fired.
And I would like to point out that I do follow the subreddit for that radio station, and he was off doing best ofs for, it had to have been like 3 weeks.
It's like a month almost.
And people were speculating that he was serving jail time.
Yeah.
That's what I heard, but I don't know if that's true.
Yeah. Well,
No, I don't think it was.
Whether it is or not is not for us to decide. That's just what people were assuming. And then when they come back, their producer's not even on the show at this point. People are wondering what happened to him. So it's a whole clusterfuck.
Yeah, Brando's missing. Nobody knows where he's at, which is whatever. Maybe he's going through personal stuff. It happens.
Sure. But right now it's Rob, Anybody, and Dawn and Kyle.
Fucking Kyle.
Fuck Kyle.
Fucking Kyle of all people.
I want to point out, we made you.
Yeah, we did. You wore a fucking meat suit at our barbecue, you piece of shit.
I know I should post that picture today just to make him mad.
Yeah, remember your roots, motherfucker.
Kyle's a piece of shit. And there's no, it is what it is. I'm saying that, and that's how I feel about Kyle.
Watch out. I've got Reno. Here's what I've got this week. I've got Reno people that does not know Rob. One of the last names is Williams in Idaho, by the way. Reno people sitting there attacking me going, oh, you didn't make radio. You couldn't find out, blah, blah. I'm like, I didn't even try to apply. Can we just verify this? None of us ever tried to apply for another job in Sacramento. I never did.
I will actually be honest with you. I had reached out to, I didn't apply for a job, but I did reach out to the people over on the river, and I talked to the program director a couple of times, but was told, it's iHeart. It is what it is. They only have, at the time, they had Dog and Joe.
And no money.
And they didn't have any money. And so it was,
okay.
And I'm like, I get it. It's fine. And it's fine. And I wasn't mad about it. But I did reach out to them almost immediately because I wanted to, I was like, well.
Trying to give you a job. No problem. Somebody with the last name Williams in Idaho. And then Reno, Bedbug City, Reno was over there, just people attacking me. And I'm like, okay, you guys didn't work with this piece of shit. So I don't really hate Reno, but I just like to call them Bedbug City.
I do.
I don't have a problem with Reno in general. They're fine. Like the city is cool. The time I've been there, I've had a great time, and anybody I've met from there has been pretty cool. But their radio is so bad. It's so bad that the only thing they have is Rob. There's nothing else to listen to.
That's sad.
In Reno.
Well, I got some fucking twat the other day going, hey, how would you like if I pulled out all your skeletons out of the closet? And I go, I don't give a fuck. I will fucking give you my skeletons. I don't have nothing to hide.
Well, the other thing is too, right? You pretty much are who you are. So it's not like you're trying to pretend
to be a 1%er wearing a fucking suit looking like a Caillou motherfucker.
Exactly. And that's why this matters. And it matters a lot because of the way he treated every single other person in the world.
Not only that, and I feel like it's important to say, Stroke, you don't drink and drive.
No. And
there we go.
I think everyone in Sacramento that worked with him, worked around him, worked in the building, was somehow connected, knows the truth. Reno, maybe you don't know the truth, but I got nothing to fucking hide. You fine. You sit over there and be in your other little city and think this is what's going on. But the guy's a phony, fake motherfucker. Okay,
he is, and
somebody was like, well, "What about his wife?" I don't get into the vibe of his wife because his wife never done nothing to me. I don't know who she is. I don't. I have no bad wishes on his wife. I just know he's a piece of shit. That's all I know.
And over the past few months, we've learned that karma is very real, and not just for him, but for people that we worked with at that radio station. And karma has bit them in the ass. Now, with that being said, since they were fired, believe whatever you want to, they were fired. Since they were fired in Sacramento, like I said, like Stroke had said earlier, that I had messaged him and said, we need a Rob song. This song... It starts off like I'm just gonna play. It starts off a little slow. It's kind of a slow song. It's almost a little emotional.
Is it a build up though?
It's their death. It was basically a death. It sounds like they're dead.
Yeah, we killed
their
them.
careers are.
Yeah, check it out.
Rob walked in late with with a 35 on his breath, Tahoe blue in his hand.
Starting out strong.
Right?
The red light wasn't glowing and the airwaves were unmanned. Anybody sat quiet, the headset askew. The team once so strong, now crumbled in view. Rob stared at the floor, no words left to say. With trembling hands, he'd been fired today. The station went silent, their voices gone away. Rob, anybody in Dawn all died today. The airwaves are still like a cold, lonesome rain. And Dawn turned to food just to quiet the pain. But their bond lives on in the stories we say. Though they're gone from this world, they'll fade away.
She's fat.
In case you didn't know, it's
Really
Kyle
fat.
whispered softly, his love for fucking balloons held so tight.
oh my God.
An intimate relationship that he feels on his penis makes his dark days feel light. Brando stood certain, I'm not truly gay. Yet he shared men with his wife in his asshole in a unique way. Meanwhile, Dawn stared at the receipts she had saved, still blaming her to me for the price they all paid. The station went silent, their voices gone away. Rob, anybody in Dawn all died today. The airwaves are still like a cold, lonesome rain. And Dawn turned to food just to quiet the pain. But their bond lives on in the stories we say. Though they're gone from this world, they'll fade away.
This is beautiful. It really is.
Rob walked out the door, Kyle clung to his dreams. Brando stood tall with his asshole blown out and his wife in their schemes. And Dawn wiped her crumbs off her desk as the past replayed. The struggles they carried, the price that was paid. The airwaves lost them, but their echoes will not remain. Forever enshrined in the heart's refrain.
Wow.
Can I just say, I said this last week, Stroke, I love your new toy. I
That was
don't-
amazing.
That
I love-
song,
I-
6 hours. 6 hours it took.
I love
Holy
this
crap.
more than a lot of pussy that I've had before. That song made me literally cry.
Dude, it's so good. I don't know, and I know that there's going to be fucking radio people that listen to this fucking podcast, and they're gonna take this idea. There is no other radio show using AI to create songs like that, and that is so fucking good. It was beautiful.
We got Rob the drunk. We got Don who's eating to take the
Eating
pain
her
away.
feelings away.
We got Kyle who's admitted he likes, and people have messaged me about something about he likes
Fucking
to get
balloons.
intimate fucking balloons. It's kind of
Balloons.
weird. And then Brando likes dudes and his people to his wife.
They invited people into the bed together. They were swingers or whatever.
So, I
Allegedly.
mean, they can't get mad. It's
Allegedly.
just artist expression.
By the way,
Exactly.
the whole fucking balloon thing. Even though we don't do the parodies anymore, it's hard to turn it off sometimes when inspiration strikes. But I was literally thinking, I was like, if I was gonna do one about Kyle, it would be Ozzy's "Bark at the Moon." Fill in the rest.
That would be so great.
Fill in the rest.
Oh my god.
Now I know that we haven't done this in 6 episodes, but that made me need to pee so bad because I was laughing so fucking hard. So I'm gonna step away for a
Go
second.
ahead.
You guys
Step
go
away.
ahead. You
I'm
guys go ahead.
surprised I haven't got a cease and desist letter yet. I keep waiting for one, but I haven't got one yet. I'm like, okay, well, I guess everything I say is real.
That's what I was gonna say, because everything that we've been saying is true. They can't give us a cease and desist if we're lying. I mean, if we're telling the truth, right? We're just putting it out there. And
I
plus,
don't
a lot of
know.
this stuff-
Apparently, Arnie got one and he was telling the truth, but he said,
Did he?
"Fuck it." Yeah, I think when we did a podcast with him like a month or two ago, he was saying that. It was like, yeah, he got one because somebody mentioned that show that he was on before, and then puss ass Rob got got his attorneys to write something.
I think we need to have Arnie on. And not even just to go and talk about Rob or anything, but Arnie's fun. He's got a lot of ideas,
guy.
and he's got a way of thinking things and delivering things. So I think it'd be kind of fun to have him on, while Lara decides to leave the show. We can just kidding, Lara.
Maybe invite him on next week.
Just give him a wig. Just give him a wig, and he can be the feminine energy from now on.
Arnie could be our girl. It'd be kind of funny.
I love Arnie. He's
I do
great.
too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Arnie is one of my favorite people.
Stroke literally made me have to pee.
That's hilarious.
Those we should not have played those two songs back to back because I couldn't handle it.
Those songs, we'll put that one up as for sale on the Patreon as well. Another great reason to join the Patreon. We're going to sell these songs. Stroke, round of applause. You did it. It was just fantastic.
So
Great job.
if anything comes
I'm actually
up,
worried.
anything comes up topic wise today that you want to put up as far as people vote on, just give me till at least Friday because I need at least a few hours of
We need a goodbye Lara song.
I was just going to say that we did say that we were going to come up with a couple of topics and let the Dammits vote on what's going to be the next song. Why don't we wait one more week?
Yeah.
Let's do a Lara goodbye song for next week. I think
Like
we gotta
Goodbye
come up-
Toby.
Like a goodbye
God,
Toby.
yes.
Let's do a goodbye.
Toby, it's been nice.
Okay, anyone hears the podcast, anything you think about Lara in your
Yeah.
mind that she said over the years, because I know so much, but I probably can't remember it all. Just send me lines.
Her
the
love of
things-
cheese.
Yeah,
her
anything.
love
Yes.
of
Do you even chop, bro?
lumberjack. Do you even chop, bro? Lumberjacks. What?
I just want the hype horn to be involved, and it better be like a banger. I want it to be a banger. That's all my only request.
Oh, the pressure's on. Okay.
All right, so it's got to be a banger. It's got to be like a dance song.
Regardless of what the subject was, the pressure is on because you just outdid yourself from last week. So how are you going to top that?
So what do
Seriously.
you want? You want pop? You want what kind of genre do you want?
Oh yeah, let her decide.
So I at least
Anything in which a hype horn would be fitting.
So pop. Probably a pop song.
something energy. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
Hip-hop.
we look forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun
Okay.
next week. But these are great songs. Again, we'll be up on the Patreon, and you can download those for 99 cents. Join the Patreon now. You get the link in the description of this and every episode of Not That Damn Show, and it's $5.99 a month, and it's what a great way
and
to
send
support your favorite
send it
people.
over there to Robin, May, and Don.
Please
Tell them
do.
I said fuck you.
Oh my God,
actually,
that'd be amazing.
you know what? We might just do that for free.
Just send it over them.
You know, I was looking online. They have, remember we talked this a couple of years ago. You can send pubic crabs. Can we send it over there to the studios or?
Crabs?
Yeah, you can send pubic crabs. Let's send it over to Robin then.
Why?
They can be on his
not?
little freckled. They can be on his little freckled redheaded pubes.
We can send them
What's
crabs.
it
We
with
can
you and
send
freckled
poop.
pussy today?
I know. What's
I
the
don't
deal
know.
with that?
Well, I don't know.
By the way,
Rob's
to
freckled
get that
red
joke, you
headed-
need to be subscribed to Patreon.
Valid. That's a good point. I was like,
True.
did we say that on this or did we say that? I don't know.
That was
That's
in
just
the
Rob's
that was in the
freckled dick.
pre-show.
Rob's freckled red dick.
Do you think he's got a little little like red hair, pubes?
Yeah.
In his little fucking freckled dick.
don't
That's what
know.
we should call. That's what we should call him from now on. We need
Freckled
a name
dick.
for him, Freckled Dick.
Red freckled dick.
I can't come up with anything better
This
than
is
that.
the real reason why Lara's leaving the show is because of these crazy things that we say. She's like, it's a Freckled Dick. Nah, it's not for me.
She's going into the prayer
I mean-
closet.
I'm not happy that I just pictured Rob Williams' pee-pee. And it was not good looking. It was like this big, and it was bald like him.
But listen,
It was a micro.
You're all gaining something here because now if a ginger ever gives you shit, no matter who they are, you be like,
Freckled dick.
step off, freckled dick.
Freckled Dick.
Yeah, you're
Imagine
welcome.
getting a penis pictured from him. It's like, I can't fucking see it.
Is it in
Do you
there?
have chicken pox? What is going on?
Chicken pot.
Oh, this show's fucking
Oh,
crazy.
freckleddick.com.
Get Ian, is that available? Freckledick.com.
I have
Let's
zero
buy it.
interest in finding out.
Let's buy
but
it.
I
We'll use our
guarantee it's
Patreon
not.
money to buy
I was
it.
watching old episodes of Tosh.0, and he was like giving out, like at the end of his segment, he was giving out websites are still available. I was like, we should probably, I was thinking maybe we should give out ones that people can still buy. FreckleDick.com.
Oh my God, that's
There's
hilarious.
probably a couple that's still out there.
I'm sure there is. All right, so let's move on since we're over here being assholes to Rob, but he deserves it. We can get into Am I an Asshole? Are you guys ready for that? I don't have an opener for that. I think we talked about that before, but maybe I'll create one this week. Dennis Leary song. Just sing that in your head real quick. The Dennis Leary song.
It's not hard. It's a great song.
And then we'll, he did an updated version of that
I
with
don't wanna
Jimmy
hear it.
Fallon.
An
It's
updated?
not- He did it
I
with
don't want
Jimmy
to hear
Fallon.
it
I'm
because
not gonna
I
say
feel
it.
like if it's updated for like, I don't know how long ago he did it, but it's probably more woke.
It's way
So
more
I don't give a
woke.
shit.
But he's so not. He doesn't seem like the type of comedian that would be that woke. But
He probably well, it's their standards and practices on late night TV, so
Yeah.
they have to.
gotta do what you gotta do.
I liked him a lot, like in Rescue Me and those other shows he was in, but then I started realizing how many jokes he ripped off, and it really hurt me.
It sucks, right?
I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Oh
he
yeah,
was
Don't
he
look
was
it up. It'll disappoint you.
It will,
Damn
but
it.
he's a Carlos Mencia, Amy Schumer for sure.
fucking
Allegedly.
There's no question about it when you watch these YouTube clips.
Damn
It's
it,
a
that
joke,
sucks.
Word for word almost.
I'm actually surprised you didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I always liked him, man. His No Cure for Cancer was one of the greatest albums. Like I was fucking 13, 14 years old when that shit came out. It was so good. Damn, that sucks.
He just does tributes to other comedians. That's weird.
All right, well, good to know, I guess. All right, so this first Am I an Asshole actually comes from Damn It Matt, who's called into the show many times. Not sure if you guys remember him. He's left many comments. He's written in plenty of times, but he has wants to know if he's an asshole for this story. Starts off with, back in October, a former friend of mine that I've known for about 4 years finds out that their grandma is dying of cancer. The grandmother, like most of this person's family, has little to no communication with them for the past 18 years. The former friend of mine also at the time had a 15-year-old diabetic cat with cancer. Jesus Christ. And it had a giant tumor on its leg. Dude, at that point, like if it's 15 years old, it's got fucking diabetes and cancer. Put it down. But anyway, November 15th rolls around and I get a text at 1 a.m. from this person saying that they feel like they need to get out to Nevada to go say goodbye to their grandma. And this person says, you might need to step up to the plate and watch the cat, Spock, which is the cat's name, Spock, for a day or two to give him his insulin shot until they get back from Nevada. Matt says, I was honest and I said, I'm not very comfortable with doing that on someone else's animal that isn't mine. I probably shouldn't have also said, this also feels like you're telling me and not asking me. They didn't like that I wasn't going to be there for them. First, their response was, it's fine. He loves you. He even lets you feed him. But Matt says he didn't back down from how he felt. That point, their response was, bro, what the fuck, dude? You let me down, and so you let me and Spock down. That's unforgivable, and I never want to hear from you again. So he says, please be honest, was I an asshole in this situation? R.I.P. Spock. Spock passed away late November.
All right. I'm going to say this right now. A cat that's 15 years old and has cancer, you have to understand that cat was on its last leg anyway. No
The
amount
leg
of
has a
what-
tumor. Be careful.
Well, okay, well, irony. But no amount of you giving them this shot was going to prolong their life any longer than it already was. It was on death's door. Cats don't live longer than fucking, what, 16
18
years? 18 years? Yeah, and it has
Cats
cancer.
live too long. They live too long.
Not
I will
gonna-
say that. I got a couple of cats. They live way too long. And not that I want my cats to die, but 18 years with these two fuckers, Jesus Christ. I can't even imagine. But
Damn.
the audacity of someone to ask you to take care of their fucking cancer diabetic cat is beyond me. And if you say no, you're uncomfortable with it at that point, to argue and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? How dare you not want to fucking take care of my diabetic cancer ridden cat? Who would want to do that?
Because I don't mind taking care of your dog, but the second I have to give it medicine and inject it with shit
Different
to
story.
keep it alive, that changes the game.
What if you give it-
I will feed it and let it shit in my yard, but the second I gotta be responsible for giving it medicine that keeps it alive,
Exactly.
you're asking too much.
Like, what if you kill it? What if you give it too
Yeah.
much insulin
Less
and it
pressure.
dies?
So Dwight.
Ian, look
Yes.
up.
Put it in the
look up
freezer.
Ian, look up injectthepussy.com.
I am not going to do that.
Someone's got to do it.
Because
Someone's
we're live
gotta
now, and I don't do that.
Inject the pussy doctor. That's got, you know what?
I don't want those ads.
No, type in.
hope that's
Cancer pussy.
Oh, that's even better. That's for
What is
sure.
that going to look like? That's going to be
for
something.
Sure. That's for sure a thing. I guarantee it. I don't think.
Pussy.com.
Honestly, don't think Matt's an asshole here, though. I don't think.
No.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have been able to take care of a dying fucking cancer diabetic
No, I wouldn't
cat.
want
I just
to do
don't.
that. No.
Nothing against any of those things. Like if you got cancer, I get it. You got it. You know, whatever. But it's that's a
asking
lot of
too much.
responsibility. That's a lot of responsibility. Matt, fuck Spock. Fuck your friend. You're not the asshole.
Yeah, you're not the
Yeah.
asshole.
No, I don't think so.
You're asking too much.
Way too much.
Well, your friend was, anyway.
Yeah. All right, Ian.
Yeah, so this one comes from one of my favorite subreddits. I love it. I really do, because it makes me think about all the times that Stroke and I used to drive each other to work, not in California, but there was a time where I would pick Stroke up from his house, and then he moved to a certain place, and then he would pick me up from my house because I didn't have a car every day. And I would never have done this. It says, am I the asshole for not giving my coworker a ride after he didn't spot me $1 at the vending machine? I usually give my coworker a ride on the way back from work, usually driving 5 miles out of my way per day to drop him off at his place because he doesn't have a car. I've been doing that for about 2 years. Haven't asked for anything, and he has never offered. Yesterday, I was at the vending machine, and I wanted a soda. I was short $1 and had left my wallet in my car, and I would usually go get my wallet, but it takes forever to wait for the elevators at my workplace, so I asked if he could just spot me $1 for the soda. Simple request. He straight up refused and said, quote, just use your own money, man. I don't really give money to friends or coworkers. I was taken aback by that comment because I probably spent well over $1,500 in gas over the past 2 years for this guy, and he can't spot me $1. So I got pretty upset, and once it hit 5 o'clock, I told him I'm not giving him free rides anymore.
Bam.
He seemed pretty upset, and he said I was petty. Am I the asshole?
Nope.
No.
Fuck you.
Because if that's how you're gonna respond with use your own money, man. Listen, dickhead, if I could use my own money, I wouldn't come to you for a fucking $1.
It's a fucking $1, man.
Yeah. If any of you needed $1 and I had it, $1 means nothing to me. $100 means pretty significant amount, but $1, I'll give you $1.
Just, I don't know.
Get
I'm getting
fucked.
so mad over a fucking, like, I just,
Well, it's not. It's what he said.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what it
give
is.
money to friends. I give money to friends who ask for it. I don't lend money to friends.
yeah,
There's
that's
a difference.
There's a huge difference there, and that makes a lot of sense because loaning money to a friend or even a family member sometimes can lead to a lot of fucking drama. This is somebody just asking for a fucking $1, dude.
For a soda.
Somebody who's been giving you a ride to and from work
Yeah.
for how long has this been going on? 1,500.
years.
That's a lot. That's insane. It's
And
a
I-
buck.
In today's world, $1 is like literally a penny. So it's just stupid.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But my thing is like I will give money to friends if they truly need. I need to know why I'm giving you money. Like, can I get $20 because they're gonna cut my lights off? Sure. I don't expect to see it again, but if you pay me back, great. But if I give you $1, I mean, Jesus Christ, man, what does that do for me in my life? It literally does nothing, and it
It's a
actually
fucking
reminded me.
$1.
Yeah,
Yep.
it actually. Well, there were times I didn't have $1 because I once got yelled at Odyssey for stealing snacks.
I remember that actually. Didn't we all almost get in trouble for you stealing
we all
fucking
did.
snacks?
They didn't pay
Asshole.
me enough, and I went hungry.
It sounds familiar, but I'm trying to remember where did you get the snacks from?
From the fucking the break room. Remember they just put them out like you were able to take whatever you wanted to and you had to scan it.
Oh yeah, it was like
And
a
he
trust system. Yeah, you can't trust Ian.
Not radio people.
Yeah, but I think the thing
Not when you pay me what they paid me. I went hungry many times, so I don't care.
What, Lara?
the thing they were the most mad at is that he was bragging about stealing on the radio. He was saying,
That's
"I
right.
stole that Dr. Pepper," and then they were
That's
like,
right.
"Wow, you cannot condone this."
Wasn't it Joe? Wasn't it,
was
Zoom
Vince.
boss? Oh, it was
Yeah.
Vince. It was Vince. Okay.
Yeah, I remember this now. Yeah, they had video. He goes, "We got video of you."
That's right.
I'm like,
Well, then, if
wish
you
we
got
had the
video, I'm not going to deny this.
I wish we had the video
forgot.
of you stealing.
You had to pay for it too, didn't you? You had to give money to Joe, didn't you, or to Vince? Because
yeah,
of
I
it.
gave him 17 whole fucking dollars.
God damn, that is hilarious. That
I'd
is,
just like to say, fuck Vince.
What's funny
Yeah.
is he even almost kind of sort of halfway, not really, took my side on this one because he's like, look, I know times are hard. And if you need money, you know, just come find me and I'll buy you something. And I'm like, where were you the 17 other times that I needed to know this? Because you know what you pay me.
it's true. He knows.
So if I'm going hungry, guess whose fault it is?
You know, I'd like to watch Vince with his buck teeth eat a corn on the cob.
Through a fence. He could do it through a fence. A chain link fence.
He had the biggest fucking teeth.
Oh my
He
god.
hated any critique of his image. So I mean,
Well, I would too if I had fucking teeth like that.
If you go back to what was our first episode, I think there's a picture that we said that when Jay-Z, when somebody took Jay-Z and Beyonce and put them up and made them
poor, yeah.
It made them poor. That's what Vince looked like. I put a picture of that in that episode. So if you want to go back and see kind of what he looks like, he looks like a poor Jay-Z, and that is 100% true. He looks
He
just
looked
like that picture.
if you tripped him and he fell, he would stick to the ground with his teeth.
you have
fucking
it?
like into
No,
the
no,
dirt.
no, 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 no. You guys are gonna love this, Mikey. I need to show you something real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is. I was just on a whim. I wondered if I still had it. These are the lyrics to the parody that got us in trouble.
Oh,
I
man.
still have them.
oh, you have them.
Can you read
still
it?
have them.
Because it's kind of hard to see. Can you read it?
Yeah. Hang on. Let me.
What
zoom in
what
right
was
here.
this to?
This
Oh
was
God,
to
we're never
Uptown
working
Funk.
Odyssey again. We're never gonna get an
fucking-
Odyssey job again. Oh
This
Lord.
was to Uptown Funk, by the way.
right.
Yeah.
Dang it.
It's like, but this was the one that probably got us in the most trouble. It was like teeth like a barracuda, smells like a can of tuna, belly as big as Buddha.
That was what it was.
He told us
I
that
was so mad.
no, he was pissed because he's like, listen, I was listening to that in the car with my family.
Yep.
And I'm like, you should not have been doing that.
But his son was a huge fan of our show. Remember,
Oh,
his
was.
son
Yeah,
used to
he
come and
loved
sit in the
us.
studio with us all the time. That was like we're like babysitting his kid all the fucking
Yeah.
time, which was fine. It was that's hilarious. That's so funny.
So
You had that.
here's the weird part. Vince vacations where I live now in Destin, Florida.
You
He
should beat
comes
him
here
up.
all the time. Like he takes his
Beat him up.
he's one of those tourists that wears like all the white clothes, like white
Of
shorts,
course,
white
yeah.
pants, and they all take beach pictures every year. And I always expected I'd hear from him like within a year because when he's like, "I'll let you know next time
Why?
down there," I'm like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah, right.
Never heard. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
Once he got
Sure.
rid of him, never heard from him. So I'm like, "Okay, Vince." But
That guy's a phony too.
he'll be here sometime in the summer, but I'm like, maybe I'll run into Buck Teeth Vince.
God, if you ever do run into him, man, take a picture with him or something so that we can
No,
just
just from across the bar. Like,
Whatever
don't
it is.
don't go cozying up to him.
go fucking take a
Oh
selfie
hell
with
no!
him.
I have zero respect for that guy. He is basically just ass. His tongue is up
He's a
every fucking
stooge.
corporate butthole.
He's a
Yeah.
stooge.
He is.
Yeah,
Wait.
his day is coming where he's going to be fired. He'll be laid off because he's got. I mean, what's he going to do after that? Nothing. Go work for.
And I hate that it had to be this way because I did like him.
Me too.
For a while.
I did. I liked Vince. I mean,
I
we
did, but
all
he
had
didn't
our
defend
issues,
us.
but
He didn't defend us when they hired the racist.
Yeah.
And then all that went down, and
Yeah.
I remember him calling me and asking me about like what's going on. I'm like, well, you got rid of Joe for a racist, and no, he didn't.
I would also like to
care.
point out that he didn't defend me.
He didn't defend nobody because
he
he's
fucking was
corporate
part of you
fuck.
getting fired.
That's
he
what
was
I'm
like,
saying.
Yeah, like he like while Stacy was firing you, he was on a fucking Zoom call with us telling us that you were getting fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Bullshit.
didn't even know. That's how stupid they were. They didn't even tell us that. Like, where's Joe at this meeting? Where's
yeah, like you fired our
Ian's not
boss
in
and
this
our
email.
co-host.
Anyway,
Stupid. Anyway, who's the asshole? Nobody. Well, actually, the guy who wouldn't give the other dude the $1. That guy's an asshole.
yeah, exactly. And it wasn't even that because we just came full circle. If I don't if you ask me for $1 and I legitimately do not have one, I'm sorry. If I do, I'll give it to you. But the way he responded with use your own money, man. I wouldn't ask you if I didn't fucking have it.
Yeah. Well,
I don't give money to friends. Well, fuck you then. Then I hope you don't have any friends.
you said we came full circle. What I like to say we do is it's called the weave. Where we'll be talking about something and we weave in, weave out, weave it in, and weave it out. That's what we do. We're great at the weave.
Or in stand-up comedy, that's called a callback.
Or a callback, exactly. All right. So next up on I have an intro for us too, guys. I don't have a video for it yet because I just had to put it together, but it's time to get into this.
My people.
He's got a legend in the making. Say it if you can. There ain't no one crazier than Florida man.
Oh, I love my people down here in Florida.
Florida
always
man
having a good time. In Miami, a 44-year-old guy was arrested on Thursday for indecent exposure after exposing himself to a mail carrier. He's like, hey, want to see my dick? Want to see my dick?
You got to get bail?
M-A-I-L or M-A-L-E? It matters.
What's that?
M-A-I-L or M-A-L-E, because it matters.
M-A-I-L carrier is what it says. It does not go into details. The incident occurred Monday afternoon outside the living facility, which tells me the guy's probably already nuts. According to the arrest report, the man who was sitting on the porch made daily sexual comments to the carrier, and it escalated his behavior by exposing his dick. I love being able to say dick.
So is the mail carrier obviously a female, or is this guy like
it was a woman actually? Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, at least he was showing his stuff off to her. He was pleasuring himself while looking at her. He's like, that's a little creepy. Like, oh. You got to look her in the eyes when you're jerking it.
What did he think he was going to get out of that? Like, I'm pretty sure no woman wants. That's worse than sending a dick pic.
We've talked about that. Yeah, people just don't. Well, I mean, we don't know if he was crazy, but we can see he's nuts.
At least he looked at her.
He liked that she didn't like it.
That's got to be what it is.
That might be a turn on for people.
That's a
You
kink.
stare at her in the eyes as you jerk your dick. The homeowner identified the man to the police, and the victim confirmed the identity of and I guess he had a photo lineup. I don't think it was of his dick. It was just him.
Which
the man
dick did you
surrendered to authorities. $1,000 bond. Is not his first offense. Apparently, he had something back in October of 2023 where he was pleasuring himself, but it doesn't give me any details of what he was doing then.
Just pleasuring himself in public. All right, so Florida man.
He's just having a good time. Well, another Florida guy, a 39-year-old guy, was arrested. This guy got himself a lap dance. See, here's what I don't get about this story. Every time I've ever been to a strip club, you pay for the lap dance immediately. You pay for your drinks immediately. Like, there's no,
they don't bring it to you without it.
Yeah, there's no tab. Well, this guy apparently had several lap dances. And when he finally was presented with a tab, he said, oh, damn, I ain't got no money to pay you. Now, it does sound like, I guess from the story, the man was drunk. He owed the place only $160.
That's a lot.
The man was charged with misdemeanor theft. He spent 12 hours behind bars and was released pending a court date. So he's like, I stole a lap dance.
What? Hey, that's something to brag about, Jay. What strip club did this happen at?
It was. It doesn't even say. It was somewhere down in. I guess it was down in like the Tampa area. I don't know. But I don't know how you get a tab because every time I've ever been there, they want you to pay
you can have a not for lap dances, but for beer you can have a tab, but you have to give them your credit card. Rain, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's in Clearwater.
I want to put this on my credit. Let me just put this on my credit real quick. This lap dance. I'll pay you in a minute.
Well, maybe he gave them a credit card and there was just nothing on it.
Oh, that could be it. It got denied or something.
It could be. Well, a lot of stories in the last few weeks about people going crazy on airlines. A 31-year-old guy faces federal charges after a violent outburst on an American Airlines flight from Savannah, Georgia to Miami. Now, listen, shortly after takeoff, think about it. Savannah, Georgia, it's a beautiful little area, but you're going to Miami, so you're excited about this. It's probably about an hour flight. It's not the longest flight.
No, that's got to be at least 3 because it's not like Savannah to Florida to Panama City would probably be like an hour, but Miami, is at the very end of the state, so I'd assume it's probably about 3 hours.
Oh, I don't know.
No way.
I don't think it's that far.
By
the way, I don't think I ever told you. My seat when I got moved up when I was leaving Memphis back in 3 or 4 months ago, Paula Dean was going to Savannah. I met Paula Dean.
Paula Dean? The sausage lady?
Yeah, the big girl. She sat next to me.
She called you the N-word?
I know her. I know
She call
her.
you the N-word?
I knew you were gonna say that.
What?
I more associate her with butter than sausage. That's weird.
She didn't call me that, but she wanted to butter me up. I could tell she wanted me.
There
I was
it
like,
is.
Oh, Paula Dean. Oh,
She's got money, dude. She's got money.
Dude,
Paula Dean's got money.
I would have slept with her just to write a book.
How is there not a selfie for proof of stroking Paula?
You know what? That's a good point.
I think there is actually.
Okay,
Oh,
I've never
man.
seen it.
I have to go look. Yeah, it was back in when I went to the St. Jude's charity thing, and then I'm flying back from Memphis to Atlanta, and she's on the flight, and she's next to me, and I'm like, I know this woman.
So
And
wait,
she's
did she take
goes,
up?
Oh, darling, and she
She's
was
not
so
that
nice
big.
to me. I'm like, this old woman wants some of the stroke dick, and I was like, oh, I don't know who this girl is.
Hey,
wait,
sugar.
what'd you fly? Southwest? I'm just curious because I feel like Paula Dean would be in first class.
American, maybe. Yeah, we got moved up. We got moved
okay.
up because of the flight. Yeah, it was paid for through St. Jude, so
Oh,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Definitely
I
say
got
first
moved
class.
up. She was right next to me. I was like, oh my god. People at work, my own job was like, you said next to Paula Dean. They were surprised. I go, yeah. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but they were excited. I
Well,
was
she
like,
makes
yeah.
good food.
She smelled like butter.
She's
I legit
racist.
Wouldn't know. Well, yeah, we know.
Yeah,
that.
she was. I think she was racist at one
She's very
point. I think
racist.
she's not non-racist now. I'm not sure.
She's been converted.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
She's been
She was-
canceled enough into being
That's-
converted.
She was
She's only
nice to
sad she
me.
got caught
Yeah, she was nice.
because
to me.
because you're white.
Oh,
That's
I don't
yeah,
know.
because if you were
I'm
black,
just
she
saying
probably
if she
wouldn't have been
would've-
nice to you.
if she said, I want to melt butter all over your body and jerk you off, I'd be like, all right.
With the hot melted butter? Could you
Not
imagine?
hot. Like, cool it down a
Just
little bit.
warm. But if it's warm, that's like warm lotion. That'd be kind of nice.
Buttercorn.
Yeah, I've never been jerked
She'd
off with
make-
butter before.
Me
She'd
either.
make you some gravy.
Oh, I'd make
Strokes
some
gravy.
gravy.
I think
Hell
you
yeah,
make
I'd
the
make
gravy.
with her.
I was gonna say, yeah, she's churning the butter and it squirts out gravy. That's how it
Gross.
works.
I mean,
you guys are all disgusting.
as long as she ain't wearing her clan outfit, I don't know.
Why not? Wear the clan outfit.
That's just wrong.
You know what? Put on the clan
I'm
hat and
out.
jerk me. Put on the clan hat and fucking give me a hand job. Let's go.
I got jerked off with butter by Paula Dean.
My wife's probably over on the other side of the room like, what the fuck is he screaming about right
The
now?
funny part about that is, yeah, I know you because last week I had taken a picture of us recording, and she's like, I can only hear a quarter of the conversation because she can only hear you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wonder what the fuck she is thinking, hearing only you.
I know.
Imagine listening to this podcast and Mikey's voice having a conversation with 2 or 3 other people you can't hear.
Put on the clan hat and jerk me off. Like, what the fuck? That's
I don't think
All
I'd
right.
be turned on by that. White
No, it is
power.
my-
White
no,
power.
no, no.
Oh,
Now
time.
it is
Weird.
my goal. It is my goal to get Mikey to say the weirdest shit. So his wife is gonna wonder what the fuck are they talking about.
that's a great. I like that goal. That's a good idea.
oh
It's a good goal. It's a
God.
fine goal for sure.
Shit, that's funny.
Anyway, back to this story. So
Right.
this flight just had took off from Savannah, Georgia, and it was heading to Miami. And this person, they said, reportedly had a fit of epilepsy, so they
Oh.
were having a little problem. Attacked a flight attendant, which is usually different when you're like, having your epileptic fit. That's difficult. And also assaulted a passenger and damaged property. The man traveling with his sister claimed they were fleeing spiritual attacks, believed Satan disciples were on the plane. During the incident, he swallowed rosary beads, which he described as a weapon in spiritual warfare.
That'll help. It's a good
Yeah.
idea.
It is.
after the plane was redirected back to Savannah. So we got in the sky. Now we're going to come back. We were all going to Miami, just going to go chill out. But your dumb ass had to fuck it all up.
Jesus.
I've said it for years. If you are the reason that a plane has to turn around,
kill you.
We should all get to kick your ass.
No, we should put soap in a sock and beat the person with the soap.
Whatever. Hey, either one.
Ian, you're a little bit right. The flight resumed after a 181-minute delay. So,
Damn.
That's 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't think it'd be that far.
I'm missing. No, that's how long the delay was. You're
The
telling
delay
me that
was. Yeah, but I don't
that's
think
3
that
hours.
flight-
I'm
I
not
don't
in
think that
Miami.
flight's that long.
No, it's 2 hours. I looked.
Florida man encountered an unexpected visitor in Fort Myers kitchen after leaving his patio door open for some fresh air. An 8-foot alligator broke it through the screen, entered to the guy's home. The man discovered the gator while checking his email and immediately called 911. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission arrived and safely removed the alligator from the kitchen. The guy recorded the removal process, which ended without further incident. It's not boring. That's boring. I was like, okay, it's just Florida.
I mean, alligators are like mosquitoes around here. They're just all over the place.
They're
There's
everywhere.
one in my backyard right now.
And my last Florida man story is not out of Florida, but we could easily just make it up and say it was Florida. I just want to know your opinion on this one because
All right,
I'm
let's do
confused by this one. A couple found a mysterious note reading, "Destroy with mouth," near their Chicago apartment in 2022. They framed it, added to their home, and dedicated to like having it up where everybody can just observe it as they walk into their house. They put it up on Reddit. People love it, but no one really knows what it means. So a Post-it note, which is usually a typical like a reminder to do something, but it said all caps, "Destroy with mouth." And I just wanted to know what you guys thought that might mean.
Destroy with mouth. You supposed to just eat it?
I mean, anything less than a cyanide capsule, I don't understand what that means.
Someone had to remind themselves to destroy with mouth something. What do you think that meant when they found it? They framed it.
Destroy with mouth.
No idea, dude.
Maybe. No.
Any
This is
theories?
thinking like maybe somebody was like wanted to remind themselves to give a really good blowjob. Destroy that dick with your
Oh
mouth.
yeah, that. Oh
I mean-
god. If she
Or
gets
the other
one
way
of
around.
Yeah, that could destroy.
That's-
Any sort
I
of
thought.
oral. You know?
That's them
That's the only thing I can
toes-
think of.
Them toes curling up, going, "Oh, she destroyed it." Yeah.
Exactly. That's Florida man.
Even though
Dude,
it went
that
to Florida,
2
I just
seconds
can't figure it
jams
out.
hard.
It does.
I just can't figure that one out. I just wondered if anybody had a theory. I
got
thought it
nothing
felt
on
like
that.
a Florida story. I just don't know what that meant, destroy with mouth, and why that would be a Post-it note. But if nobody has any theories,
I got
the
nothing.
mystery continues. At least they framed it, so it's like a
It's an everlasting mystery.
yeah. People love it, so that's all I got.
I just
Maybe it was put on like their lunch and they were just really excited about eating it. Like, destroy this later. Don't forget. I don't know.
with your mouth.
Well,
Specifically.
that's how I was planning on eating it.
Like, how else you gonna eat it? You shove it up your ass?
It was something
Long way.
delicious though, like barbecue ribs or something. Was like, I'm gonna destroy this later. I don't know.
I'm gonna
No
destroy that
Brando,
with
no
my
Brando.
mouth. Brando. Poor fucking guy. I don't even know Brando really. And it's just like
I would say
I
poor
just feel
fucking
bad
guy, but
for
he
him.
was a dick to us every time. That
He kinda was,
So
like-
Yeah.
I don't feel bad.
he kind of was a dick. Whatever. I got a game you guys want to play. It's called Kink or Crap. You guys in?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Kink or crap. All right, let's start off. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a potential kink. You got to tell me if it's a real kink or I made it up. It's really simple.
I think this episode's title should be centered around kinks because we've talked about a lot.
I'm
We've
going to write
talked
that
about-
down
we've
since Lara
talked
can't
about-
write shit down anymore.
We've talked about foot kinks. We
We
talked
did.
about balloon fucking kinks.
We did.
We talked about a couple. It's a very kinky show.
Maybe that's the name of today's show, Kinks or Crap. Kink or Crap. All right,
I'd buy that mug.
I would buy that mug too. Let's write that. Take that mug. Just taking notes. That's all. All right, let's start off with the very first one. It's CBT. Is CBT real? The B stands for balls, T stands for torture, and C stands for exactly what you think it stands for. Cock. What you think? CBT, is that real or did I make it up? Kink or crap?
Cock and balls torture.
Yeah,
Cock and balls
I don't think
torture.
that's right. Yeah, I think it was cock, testicles.
I'm like 90% sure that's
Balls.
real.
No. I'm going to go
Sorry.
no.
So is the question, is it a real kink or is the name correct?
No, is it a real kink or is it made up?
It is. I think it is.
Oh, you're very confident. It is. Oh, it's real. I know it's real. It's real. I
Damn,
100%
she
know.
knows.
Like I think it
I'm
is.
with her now. I changed my mind.
She's like, "Are you saying you might be saying it wrong, but it's fucking real?" Okay. Wow, Lara, what are you into? Okay.
I'm not into anything like that.
Sounds like you
CBT,
might be.
I'll
obviously.
tell you.
Definitely
Literally
into
not.
CBT.
I've heard someone say something like that before, but I am not.
So you say it's real. Everybody says it's real.
Yeah.
I do now, for sure.
It's real.
'cause Lara-
It's real. But Lara, how did you know I was saying it wrong? You're like, is it real or are you saying it wrong?
No, I was wondering if the game was, am I naming it correctly? Like, is this what it's called?
So
But
did
it
I
is
name-
really.
Did I name it correctly?
Like CT. I don't know. Did you?
You would know. Of all the people on this show, I feel like you're the one that would know. Cock and ball
No.
torture is
I
real.
mean, the
Why
host of
would
Smut or
you-
What would probably know.
I
Why
know.
would you torture your cock and your balls and then
understand.
torture them?
It's called masochism. Look it
Can
up.
I tell you guys something one time? God, I'm so embarrassed, but I'm going to tell you this anyway.
Don't
I
tell
have
me.
to.
I don't look at you differently.
You're not going to look at me differently. I didn't do anything. It's something that I saw. Maybe you guys have come across this stuff before too.
No, it's. I already look at Mikey differently because of Stroke's fucking AI pictures that he's been posting of Mikey.
Oh
going,
my God, that's so
"Eeny,
creepy."
meeny, miny."
That
It's
shit
so
is
fucking
creepy.
you look
creepy,
so
dude.
gay on that picture, by
Oh,
the way.
so creepy.
Just
gay.
saying.
But
Oh,
it's
yeah,
so
for sure.
Creepy.
I
Like-
didn't even mean to make you that gay. That just AI just made you gay.
Like, did it just? I was going to ask if it had like a gay slider, like more
no,
gay or less.
No,
gay.
but you went full
Gayer.
blown like Elton John, like I'm sucking all the dick. Like it went super gay.
It
and I
like-
was like, I almost like, I don't know if I should post it because he went
No,
way
you
gay.
should have. I
No,
love
it's
that
funny.
new toy as well.
It's funny. I'm
Well
not mad
done,
about that
Stroke.
stuff. That shit's hilarious. That
Whatever
by the way,
you
but
paid for it, worth every penny.
but I will say, of all the things, that made me a little uncomfortable. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
me
like,
too.
"Ugh."
Me too. I had to share it. People were very uncomfortable.
People were very uncomfortable, but you know, we made them feel something.
Mine was just funny. Lara's was funny, but Mikey's was like, "This is creepy."
I did
man."
not
Mikey's
like
like, yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was the neck. It was the neck twist.
But the teeth were weird too. The teeth
Yeah.
looked, they were not your
No,
teeth
they
at
were
all.
not my teeth at all.
They were gappy.
Yeah, they were bad teeth.
Yeah, it went super gay. I actually want to apologize for you
That's
going
okay.
that
And
gay.
hey, by the way, I'm a little upset because you did one for Lara, you did one for me, and you did one for Mikey. Where's yours, motherfucker?
You didn't do one for yourself?
Okay, I'll make
You
one
think you're better
today.
than us? Yeah.
I'll
Nice.
make
I
one
was like,
today.
yeah,
That
what?
song
Yeah,
better
why
be
are you?
super
Yeah.
fruity?
I like to attack people. It's easier. But
So
I'll
make
talk
fun of
myself.
yourself.
I don't mind attacking myself. I make fun of myself all the time. Fine, I
Yeah.
ain't doing the gay song Mikey did though.
It felt like
That
you
was
thought
so
you were
gay.
better than us.
Hey, can you make that thing? Can you use any song, or does it only let you use certain songs?
Probably licensed
Certain songs so far that I can
okay.
figure out.
I was
Yeah.
like, man, we should do a
Royalty-free.
Florida Man one or a fucking like gay flamingo
Man.
one. All right, next one. The Cabbage Patch. Is the Cabbage Patch real or fake? It's a fetish where one person pretends to be an abandoned baby and the other plays a caring rescuer. No actual cabbages are involved in this. It's just a lot of therapy, I would imagine. So is the Cabbage Patch real? Is it a real kink or is it fake?
I'm gonna go fake.
Fake.
Fake?
Fake,
It's fake.
not real.
It is not real. It is a fake one that I just made up, but probably somewhere out there, I would imagine somebody does enjoy doing this. It's just not an official kink in the dictionary of kinks.
Yeah, step it up, freakers.
There's a dictionary of kinks.
I don't know. I just made that up.
There should
Next,
be.
there really should be Fin Dom, Fin Dom. Now, this is short for the financial domination that some people are into. People send money to their dominance, whoever their dominatrix, for the thrill of being completely financially wrecked.
Yes.
So it's basically being married, I guess. I don't know.
I'm like
people send-
95% sure that's real.
Why the fuck would it, if that's real, why the fuck would anybody want to feel financially broke? Like, how does
Because
that get you
people-
off?
People are into humiliation fetishes, and I know
That's
this
true.
because I had to do Craigslist for years. So
That's
I know
true.
about shit that even though Lara did Smut or What, I also did Craigslist. Remember that I also have an edge.
I fucked poor bitches before, so I get it.
Everybody
Yeah,
thinks
this is.
it's real.
I think it's real.
This is
Real.
Findom is a real thing. People who are enjoying getting off on being completely financially wrecked. that does nothing for me. As a matter of fact, that makes me go limp. Not having money does not make me happy at all. That's insane. Sorry. So if I was like erect right now at the moment and you took my money, it would just like done.
Yeah, just went from midnight to 6 o'clock.
Exactly. Next up, the traffic jam. Is the traffic jam a real kink? This is a fetish for being stuck in a car with someone in heavy traffic and not being able to escape.
No.
I thought you were going to say something different. I thought it was going to be way different.
And there's bonus points if it's hot and humid.
No, that ain't
That's
real.
stupid. I'm gonna say no.
That ain't real.
You don't think it's real?
Too specific.
Well, I think fine. It's not real. I'm sorry. I don't have a buzzer. Everyone gets a ding. Everyone gets a ding. The traffic jam I made up. It's not real. Nobody wants to get off on being stuck in traffic. That sounds like a nightmare.
One's in a good mood.
Nobody.
Unless you're stuck in traffic listening to this podcast. In
That's
which case,
true.
You're probably all in a great mood right now.
That is probably true. The next one is the Roman shower. Now you've heard of the golden shower, right? But instead of pee, you vomit on the person.
Oh yeah, people are into vomiting on them. Yeah, that's true. I've read this before.
Is the Roman shower?
I don't know if that's the title of it, but yeah,
No,
that's
real. It is.
Yeah, that's real.
He's like very confident it is.
Yeah, that's
Lara,
real.
what do you think?
Throw up on me, bitch.
Well, Ian's confidence is tipping the scale for me because this is the only one I wasn't sure about, but I'm going to say it's real.
Unfortunately, the Roman shower is real. People want to be thrown up on. I remember us talking about getting thrown up on back in the day on the other radio show.
Do they jerk off? Do the vomit on their wieners or?
You think like maybe
I
that
don't even
becomes like the
want
lube?
to fucking know that.
No,
That's
I didn't know if it was
disgusting.
just on them or if they like to use it as lubrication.
I'm with Ian. He mentioned it earlier that when I see people when he sees people throw up, he throws up. I'm the same way. If I see somebody throw up or smell vomit, like it's over for me. I'm throwing up as well. And if there was any sexual anything going on, it's also over because I'm sick now. That's disgusting.
People get pissed on. I mean, people crazy.
Well, let me throw it out there then, just see. It's a little quick survey. Would you rather be peed on or vomited on?
Pee.
I'd rather get peed on.
I'd rather have some piss
I think
on.
we're all in agreement on this one.
Yeah, pee.
Pee is mostly sterile. Like it's mostly
sure.
sterile. It's not that bad.
It's still kind of gross, but
It's still and it's warm.
I don't want any of these things, but if I had to choose, just pee on me. Next one. The next one, penguining. Like a penguin. Penguining. Is that real? This is a kink where the partner must stay fully clothed the entire time. So it's almost like just fully clothed sex, I guess. No nudity at all.
Like dry humping?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you
that's what I was saying. So
you just rub up against each other.
Fuck that.
Is that
No.
a real kink? It's called penguining.
I'm gonna say no.
Ugh. That sounds
We've all heard of dry humping before, so like I mean,
Sure, but I mean, being fully clothed, like, why would you give it a name like that? Just dry humping is.
I'm gonna say that can't be. That ain't like a thing.
Lara.
I mean,
There's-
visually it does make sense because like a penguin, like they scoot around on their bellies, so you'd be kind of like scooting around in your clothes. I'm going to say it's real.
You're gonna say it's real? Penguining is not real. Sorry, I was just kidding. It's not a real one. It's
Where's the?
I don't have a buzzer. everything gets a ding. Everything gets a ding. So, but I do think there is probably a fetish for like being clothed still. Probably.
That's weird.
I
man.
probably could run.
Then you're just walking around in public
being.
being turned on by everybody.
If my clothes were soft enough, I probably could dry hump enough to probably get off. I think.
You can dry hump yourself?
Am I dry humping against another person?
Does it have to be a person, or could you just rub up against, just your clothes enough to make yourself?
I don't
finish?
know. I know one guy. I know this. I have this. This guy. I know he came home and he called his dad fucking between the cushions of the couch.
Ah, Jesus.
So he walked in on that. I think you could probably get off on a lot of stuff.
You fucking the couch, man.
Yeah, his
Really?
dad had it. So he walked in. It was like high school. He's like, yeah, calm. He was really like, it messed him up. He called his dad with his dick between the couch cushions.
Also, don't kink shame our vice president, okay?
What?
What?
Oh, y'all didn't hear that rumor during the campaign?
Oh,
J.D.
yeah, it was
Vance
made
fucking
up,
the couch. Yeah.
Oh,
It
JD
was-
Vance?
It was a stupid rumor, but damn it, it was funny.
But it
for
was
20
funny.
minutes.
It went viral. Yeah,
I forgot
like,
about
yeah.
that.
Fuck the
that
couch.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I like.
Also, you
JD
forgot
Vance.
who
How
our
did that
vice
even
president
start?
was.
Yeah, I was like, how did it even start?
I don't even know how it started, but it took off, and I was like, I'm not even gonna fact check this because I know it's bullshit, but goddamn it, it's funny.
That's funny.
If somebody started a rumor that I fucked the couch, I mean, it
Own
probably
it.
be.
And you know
I
what?
just own it. I'm like,
And
the
you know
couch
what?
is good.
It was sofa king awesome. Eat
Yeah,
me.
I wouldn't even like. No one ever believed me if I said it wasn't real. I was like, yeah, I fucked the
Yeah.
couch.
Once that's out there, no one's ever gonna believe you didn't do it. Ask Richard Gere.
Well, that's
Yeah,
real.
He's still dealing with the gerbil.
I don't care if
but-
I don't care if it's not real or not. That man shoved a fucking gerbil up his ass. That's called felching. They use a tube where they let the thing climbs through. You put the tube in your ass and then you put the rodent on the other side. The rodent climbs through there and it goes in your butt.
Oh, poor
So-
Lemmy Winks.
Here's
The
a
couch
great-
was okay. I have another pun. The couch was male, so it was a homosexual done.
Oh my god. Ba-doom.
So my buddy that owns a business over here, his dad, people come up all the time and think he's Richard Gere and take pictures with him. And
Oh, my God.
And he's a very like they're really good, wholesome. They're like the real Christian good people, right? Like he is. But I talked to him on the side one day. I go, you know that Richard Gere story, right? He's like, what? I go, the gerbil. He goes, what?
Oh my god.
I was like, there's
Everyone
a rumor
knows the
about him
story.
with a gerbil. No, he didn't know. I go,
Wow.
there's a gerbil on his butt. He goes, what? He goes, for years, because he looks like him kind of. He goes, people just come up and he's like, these little Asian people come up and these little Mexican people come up. They take pictures with him and like, I go, they think you put a gerbil in your butt. I
find
was
it
trying to
so
be very
weird.
friendly to explain to him, but he didn't know the whole
weird.
Richard Gere in your asshole story.
It is so weird that we all grew up in different time periods on different ends of the country, and we all still knew what the fuck we were talking about.
Yep.
How does
Yep.
that even work?
Don't know.
That,
His
that
dad-
just
his-
means that
and
guy's
his-
life is ruined.
Yep.
His dad is like, he's probably in his 60s because, me and Grant, we graduated the same year. So he's probably, he's probably in his 60s and he had no idea about the gerbil. I'll go, they're taking pictures
That's
with you
crazy to
because they
me.
think you put a gerbil in your butt.
That's why. They're telling everybody this man puts gerbils in his ass.
So that guy's life
They
is
think
ruined
you're out
too.
here
right?
working at the little stand over here.
That's what your life has come to, Richard Gere. You're now working at the fucking
And they
banana
go-
stand,
and they go,
taking pictures
especially
for
the little Asian, go,
Asian people.
They think he's putting a little fucking gerbil in his butthole. Anyway.
The next one, ghost leashing. Is ghost leashing a real kink or did I make it up? This is a BDSM fetish where a submissive wears a collar, but the dominant isn't physically present. So you're wearing
That's
the collar and the
dumb.
leash, but there's nobody there. But you're getting off on the fact that you're still wearing it. Is that a real kink? Ghost leashing.
No, that's dumb.
No, I'm going to call that one BS.
Lara?
I for sure believe that there are people that do at least something similar to that where they're still being controlled while the person's not around. So I'm going to say yes.
I believe that as well, too, but unfortunately, this one is made up. That is not a real thing. Ghost leashing is fake. Just a couple more real quick. Munch. Is munch real? Is that a real kink? This is when kinksters meet up in a totally non-sexual setting, usually over food, like a PTA meeting, but with more leather and sexual stuff going on.
That's one definition.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I
is
was
there another
thinking I'm
definition?
munching her.
There's
Like,
two.
I'm munching her means I'm eating her, but no, that ain't.
So this is real. Ian already knows. What's the other definition?
The other one is a man who goes down on a woman and expects literally no reciprocity whatsoever. So
Just
basically,
munching.
just a simp, basically.
Ian, remember that guy that you knew that like he ate pussy for like 8 hours and
Oh, Slobberfest?
Yeah, Slobberfest.
Slobberfest.
He ate it for 8 hours.
No, it was 2 hours. Just it went down on one for 2 hours straight. Or,
Why?
What was funny is
Lara's like, fuck yeah. That's fucking great.
There wasn't any fucking going on. He just went down on her for 2 hours, and we're like, okay, we need a nickname. So we left it up to our listeners to give him a nickname. The runner-up was Lockjaw.
Oh my God, that's a good one.
My mouth would be so tired.
Yeah, hurry up, my
I'm
jaw
getting
hurts.
lazy about like hour number 2.
Dude, yeah, your jaw's gonna start to hurt. That's just,
Absolutely, it's gonna
that's
lock
just a
up.
lot.
You know what I mean? That's but Slobberfest, yeah, that was
Probably
that was
cutting the
great.
bottom of your tongue with
And-
your teeth.
What's funny
It's
is
too much.
he's to this day he's still a great
Complainers.
friend of mine, and I still call him that. I still call him that to this day.
No, I get why you would. I get why somebody like she was probably like, damn, this guy's still eating pussy like 2 hours later. Like, what the fuck? But
Just sitting there enjoying
who
it.
could do that? My mouth would be like, ugh, my jaws hurt.
It's too much. A couple more, two more right here. Porcelain play. Is this real? Porcelain play, an erotic obsession with the bathroom and toilets, including having sex on them or near them.
I would have assumed it was something like, your woman pretends to be like a doll or something.
That's what I thought too. Because that's probably a real thing. But is porcelain play real?
Nah, I'm going to say no.
Having sex on the toilet.
I'm saying yes.
Saying yes? Two no's? The answer is no, it's fake, actually. That's not a real thing.
See,
but I would imagine
that
people are into that.
Throws me off.
I know it does. That's the whole point. Finally, last one here. Unicorn. Is the unicorn real? This is this is a rare mythical bisexual woman who joins couples for threesomes. Is the unicorn real?
She's nice. She's a very giving person.
She's like Bigfoot, only sluttier.
The male equivalent is called a bull, by the way.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh,
I thought that was.
Is that what
Wait,
happens?
he's called a bull?
Yes.
How do you know
I thought that was a gay term.
No, a bull is somebody who joins a couple, and a unicorn is a female who joins a couple. The bull or unicorn because there's only one horn. A bull because there's two.
I thought it was a unicorn because it's not really that rarely ever fucking happens, and the chances of you finding a female is going to be
dude, get out of here.
No, it has to do with how many horns are in the room.
All right.
Well, based on Ian's answer, I guess it's
couple,
real.
Blair, is that real?
Probably, yeah. I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, unicorn. Unicorn is real.
I was going to say, y'all forget that Craigslist was kind of my thing.
Ian did not get one of those wrong. He got every single one of them right.
You were keeping score?
No, I wasn't, but I just felt like saying
Well, I was. I didn't get any wrong.
See, I told you.
Yeah, he's nasty. He puts like frogs in his butthole and stuff. Like he's
No.
a freak.
Hamsters, not gerbils, because I don't want to be like that fucking weirdo.
One of the things that I did not get a chance to do was create the little segue or opener for You're on the List. You're on the list.
You just made the list.
You just made the list. And I have an idea because I want to use the clip that you sent me and then maybe just somebody saying damn. So it could be you just made the damn list. But I do have last week's list. If you guys can see this right here, there is a little censored because I don't want the freeloaders out there to see the 3 that we put on Patreon. But as of last week, on our list so far are Ruby Frankie, the child abusing cunt vlogger, the kid who with anger issues who beat up his teacher over a muffin, and the alleged woman beater. His name is Thomas Cooper. Those are the 3 people on our list currently right now. If you want to see the rest of the 3 people from last week, you got to go over to our Patreon, but we'll update this list as we go. And we're ready to get it. Do you guys have some people to put on the list this week?
Oh, yeah.
I do, but I also want to point out that at the time, last week, when I brought up Thomas Cooper, he was on the run. He has since been caught.
Oh, good. So he's in jail. He's arrested. It's
Yes,
good.
he was arrested.
All right, good. Finally. Somebody that guy's a piece of shit. He deserves to be on the list.
And I still need to watch that documentary that Lara put. What,
you
was
got
that on
to.
Hulu?
It's on
Oh
Hulu.
yeah, the devil in me, or the devil in the family. In the family.
I gotta write that
Sorry,
down.
devil. In
Watch that. It's real. It's infuriating, actually. So for those of you that don't know, this is our list. It could be a product, it could be a person, it could be a TV show, a song, whatever it is, something that pissed us off or pissed off the internet or irked us or whatever it is, they put you on the list. We put you on the list and you make the damn list and we're keeping track of the list. And we'll just update it as we go. And maybe at the end of the year, we'll pick the winner. I don't know. We're just creating the damn list. And we'll post this up on Patreon for our Patreon subscribers, for our patrons. Is it Patreons or patrons?
Patrons.
For our patrons to see and stay updated. And again, they'll get the uncensored version.
To subscribe to that damn show is supporting America, so they should be patriots.
You know what? You're goddamn right. If you love America and puppies and cookies and babies and things
Flamingos.
like that.
Fuck flamingos.
Fuck,
Flamingos are
everybody
a piece
hates
of shit.
flamingos.
They're not even American.
We don't want flamingo lovers on our fucking Patreon. So join our Patreon right now. Link is in the description. Support that damn show, not that damn show, and support us as well. So let's get on with it. Who's got something to put on the list this week?
I do.
What do you got?
Oh, I do.
Well,
No, I think we all do today.
on Friday, I had mentioned that I had just started karaoke. Karaoke starts at 8, and at 8:05, they were already throwing somebody out. Now, this guy was clearly shit-faced long before I got there. Well, he was being disruptive, creeping everybody out, and then he decided that he was going to call the bartender. He thought it was friendly. He decided to call the bartender the N-word.
Oh.
Come on, man.
He thought he was being friendly, kind of like that Twisted Tea guy. But Yeah, but nobody was having that. Security had told him, you need to leave, pay your tab right the fuck now. We're going to escort you out. On his way out, throwing his hands around, yelling, blah, 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 blah. And then on his way out, he had walked by a table, scooped up somebody's beer that he did not know, and tossed it into the parking lot. And was this close to hitting my fucking car.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah. So I did not catch the guy's name, but at the time I told you guys I did not know why he got kicked out. I talked to the bartender and I found out why. Okay, so racist drunk asshole. You're on the list.
Racist drunk asshole on the list. I'm gonna write it down.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's any drunk, any racist belongs on the list, no doubt about that. So,
but the fact that he thought he was getting, because he was trying to be friendly with everybody, but then he called the bartender and I'm like,
no, that's not okay. You can't do that.
Now, I'm not justifying any of this. I'm just saying, was the bartender even black or just trying to be?
No, he was.
Oh, even worse. Okay.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Damn it. All right, what a piece of shit.
And apparently, according to the bartender, it was the hard R, not the A.
Oh, see, you could potentially, not saying you should get away with it or say it ever anyway, but you have a better chance of it not being taken so bad if it's the A, I guess. Just don't say the word. Just don't.
Yeah, I was about to say, I have friends of mine who I've known for close to 10 years who are black, and I still would never say that to their face.
Just don't say the word
at all.
Just don't say it. Stroke, you got somebody? Lara, you got somebody? Who wants to go next?
Oh, yes, I do. Lara, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do mine because I think Strokes is going to be really good, and mine's going to seem kind of lame compared to Ian's even, but for me, it's a big deal. So there's this guy that's out by my house every single day dressed as the Statue of Liberty because he's promoting a Liberty tax, like the companies that do your taxes for you. Ever since tax season started, every single day he's out there. And it's right by my house, so I cannot leave my house without him coming up. And it's right at a red light that lasts forever. He comes up to my window because he remembers me every day, and he waves into my window and looks into my car. And for looking into my car, I believe that you have made my list because I hate when people do that.
Hey, that's valid. That is a valid person and reason to put somebody on your list. I know exactly which guy you're talking about. I've seen that person and many other people who have played the Statue of Liberty for Liberty Tax in that area. So I think all Liberty Tax Statue of Liberties belong on the list.
Well, when you make the graphic, don't put the actual Statue of Liberty. That's going to seem un-American.
Statue of Liberty's on the list.
I had a picture of him. I had a picture of him, but because of my technical difficulties, I can't share it right now. But I had a picture of him waving.
Damn it!
We did get that statue from France. I mean, they're kind of.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's on the list because it's French.
Yeah, that's a good one. They're kind of stupid.
They're a bunch of bitches over there.
Yeah.
Stroke, who you want to put on the list this week?
Ooh, mine ain't just a person. Mine's the whole group.
A whole group?
The more I I just sit here and I mind my own business, just live my own Christian life, and I get messages about things going on in the Odyssey building, and I realized that none of us were invited to any of the orgies. There
were plenty.
There are managements fucking other managements. There are people on like one station fucking another one. I get an anonymous email which I share with you, and then I get don't share it. Like 2 days later, but
it's too
there's
late.
two people that I would never want to watch ever fuck at all, and I realize now there were so many people fucking in that building that we were actually innocent, but I never got invited to the orgy party. So everyone to Odyssey Sacramento.
Okay. And we mentioned this is why you need to subscribe to the Patreon because you'd have heard us talk about this earlier. We were labeled like the degenerates, but everybody else in the building was fucking but us.
I could have brought good dick to the party. I really feel like I could have brought good dick to the party.
I mean, sure.
Compared to these people.
I do sit and think about all those times that I turned down the invites to like go meet up with a couple of salespeople or sales managers when they're out drinking or whatever, and I'm like, nah, you know what, I'm not going to go.
Doing.
I wonder if that's
before the orgy.
We could have been in orgies. We could have just had orgies all day long with that old company.
I'm not mad about it. I got to be honest with you.
There's a couple of them that I would like. Yeah, I guess that's part of the downfall. But there's a couple of them that I just like to fuck.
I think it's
take
just
to go with the bad.
I think it's just that we weren't invited. Not that
Yeah.
I could have
'Cause
said
we'd have
no,
got
but
on
we
the
weren't.
air.
Yeah, we weren't invited. So that's I would have said no, but it's the thought that counts.
True.
I know we got on the air
I
like a
wanna have the
Thursday going,
opportunity
man,
to
did
say
you guys,
no.
I was at the orgy last night, the Odyssey orgy, did you guys go? I'm like, no. Like, yeah, we're fucking everybody.
who'd you
Jim
fuck?
sucking dick, everybody's fucking dick. Everybody over here is just like, I'm out of cum.
Okay. You're stupid.
I ran out. Everything left. I'm empty. On my list for this week is this 340-pound woman from Michigan.
God, don't do that to me.
Mikey, stop it.
Hold on.
I lost the
hear me
boner.
out. Hear me out. This lady, I mentioned her quickly last week, and I want to tell the story because she deserves to be on the list. She sat on a 10-year-old boy for 5 minutes because the boy was acting up, and she crushed him to death.
Oh,
all right.
my God.
The boy was just 91 pounds, okay? And he tried to run from her house, apparently. This lady is his foster mom. Then she found he was acting up and being a bad kid, so she went over to the neighbor's house, dragged him back. He threw himself on the grass. You know how kids will do that. Threw himself down on the ground. She got mad, so she sat down on him. She sat on this fucking kid for 5 minutes, ended up killing him. She only noticed that there was something wrong with him because his eyelids turned pale.
My God, you fat
that a
fucking
thing?
bitch. Your titties weigh more than your one titty weighs more than that whole fucking kid.
Like, what was she even thinking to that? Like, that, what kind of punishment is that? That's not punishment. That is now apparently the cops showed up and she was very distraught over the whole situation. I don't think she really thought she was going to kill the guy. But what did you think, lady? You're 340 pounds. This is a 10-year-old kid. You are on the fucking
Good
list.
God.
That's
I know it was funny
insane.
at first, but she's a nasty bitch. She deserves to
Put
be
that
on the
well
list.
down.
Yes.
That makes me so sad.
Me too. But she deserves to be on the list. Does anybody have a second person for the
No,
list?
I hate that last one the most.
Yeah, I pretty much ruined it. I have one more that I want to put on the list, and I'll put this one over on the Patreon for the patrons. And this is very personal to me.
Don't lose.
That's this week's damn list. If you want to, hey man, feel free to send us a text message, comment below on Spotify, and let us know who you want to put on the list. We'll add your people onto the list, and we'll just keep growing this list again. Next week we'll put it up here, and you'll see everyone else that we just added this week, and besides Lara's because she's a quitter. Sorry,
Step
Lara.
away.
That's okay.
I'm just going to keep giving you shit. It's okay. I'm just messing around. But actually, Lara's up next. She's got a pretty cool segment, a pretty good idea that I was excited about that I think will be kind of funny this is bad Yelp reviews, correct?
Yeah, and I think this was kind of a collective idea. That it was bad Yelp reviews to dramatic music, but I'm having technical difficulties, so I can't play my dramatic music. Oh, you
But I
have
have your
it?
dramatic music.
Oh, cool. Yes.
This sounds like
Okay, I'm
Pirates
ready.
of the Caribbean.
Is it Pirates of the Caribbean?
It sounds like it. I'm saying it is.
It's like from those reality TV shows, I think.
All right.
But you can see where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I can. It sounds like it for sure.
Okay, so this Yelp review is a Chuck E. Cheese in California, and it's called "They Hired Thoughts to Flirt with the Dads."
Which one is this? I want
Wow! Wow! Just wow! My son has begged me for the past 3 months to go to your establishment. I surprised him by having his birthday party there. Invited all his friends. What a mistake that was! Melissa was completely unprofessional. Hung around my husband so much I wasn't even surprised it took us so long to get the pizza. Your child-friendly establishment should maybe focus less on employing skanks who flirt with the dads and more on proper service. This isn't a brothel. I will not be coming back. Melissa should be fired. I will continue to call in every day until I know she is unemployed.
How dare you? This isn't a brothel.
I'm not gonna lie. Whoever wrote this, let's just call her Karen. You kinda sound like a cunt.
She kind of does, but the guy, the late Melissa was flirting with her husband. What
I
is
get
this
it.
place?
So
Fucking
step in-
whorehouse?
So step in while it's happening. Don't fucking bring the goddamn establishment's ratings down.
Well, she wants people to know, she wants other women to know to protect their husbands from these fucking sluts like Melissa.
No. This happened one time with one employee. Okay, you're literally affecting every single person that works there and their livelihood by writing this shit because one person had a bad day.
You don't
This
know
is why
how
I
many
hate-
times Melissa was a whore to
I
other
know.
men.
I
Yes, I
don't
do.
know this, Melissa.
Stroke
It's about
maps.
setting. It's about setting standard. If you let one whore in, there's a million more coming right behind her. Okay,
It's not wrong.
It's not
It's not
okay.
Also, I would like to point out that women are so quick to throw out that word for women who do literally fucking anything they don't like. So let's just go ahead and assume, based on everything else she said throughout that review, that Melissa probably wasn't even that much of a skank. Did you consider for a second that maybe Chuck E. Cheese was busy that day and pizzas take longer when they're busy? Every restaurant does. Okay.
Maybe
But,
Melissa. Maybe Melissa's just a fucking trollop. I don't know. Is
might
that a
be.
better word for you?
No, it's not, because this person is affecting everybody else that works there by bringing down their reviews and telling people not to eat there. You don't fuck with the money.
Melissa is affecting everyone because you don't fuck with the patrons' husbands.
We don't know if that's what she was doing, because women can get jealous over literally anything. You could like someone's picture of a friend you've known for 10 years.
This sounds personal, doesn't
This sounds
it?
very personal.
He's like, whoa.
Do you know Melissa? Do you know when
Do you
Melissa at a
know
Chuck E. Cheese?
her?
No, but if she's a trollop, maybe I should.
I went to the grocery the other day. They had Chuck E. Cheese, like the pizza you can buy. I'm like,
At the grocery store?
Yeah, I was like, is that good? Because I don't remember it ever being
It's
delicious.
like frozen, right?
Yeah, it was frozen pizza.
Well, they
Okay,
have
okay.
they have Chuck E. Cheese pizza you can DoorDash. It's under they have a shadow company.
Yeah, I remember
as well.
that.
Yeah, I remember
That
that being a
pissed me
thing,
off.
but they have it now where it's got
Pasquale's.
their name on the thing. It was at well, in the South, Winn-Dixie. You know,
Win Dixie.
And
Yeah,
Win
they had
Dixie.
it. They had it over
WINN.
here.
All right, Lara.
Next.
This next one is from a local Noah's Bagel Shop. It's called "Bagel Holes Are Ridiculously Big." Is the music ready?
I'm getting that
Oh,
bagel.
it's on. It's
going.
on. Okay.
I want to get in that bagel hole.
I know this is going to sound dramatic, but the holes in my bagels were humongous. I ordered 24 bagels for my coworkers, and given the giant holes, it might as well have only been 12 because so much of the bagel was missing. The
Blown
floors
out
were kind of
holes.
dirty. The floors were kind of dirty when I picked them up. That was the first red flag. Only go here if you want less bagel than you pay for. Fuck's sake. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Hashtag blown out bagel.
What do they do with the bagel holes? What do they? Where do they go?
Sell them. They should
Like
sell them.
they sell the donut holes, right?
Yeah.
Like I can go get little mini donut holes. Those are delicious. I'll take a bagel hole.
What?
They were literally
You know, they
baked
actually-
without holes in them. Or
I
with the
do
holes.
have a question. Why do we have?
Sorry, what?
Why do they got to put holes in the bagels? Can they just make it just a bagel?
Wouldn't it just be toast?
I don't. Yeah, it's
Or is it
fine.
bread?
But why is it got to be a
That's just
hole in
bread.
it? Anybody
Bagels
know?
aren't really
Then it's
bread.
just
They're
bread.
kind of different.
So you can fuck it. Well,
No,
then
it's bread.
why else would they put a hole in it? If you're supposed to put your dick in there, I thought.
Oh, shit,
Well,
I
these
got
ones are too
plans.
big. You can't use them for that.
Okay.
But
Unless you
Dunkin'
have a big dick
Donuts.
like
Well,
I
I
do.
personally need an extra large one. Just
Exactly.
saying.
Dunk-
Fuck a bagel. It needs to be
Dunkin'-
big.
But we had the same idea.
I don't want a blown out hole though. I don't want a blown out bagel.
Dunkin' Donuts sells the donut holes, and they have cream cheese in the middle. Just saying.
Ooh,
I like
that sounds good.
I like my bagels to do kegels.
Okay,
Well,
last
I'm putting my
one.
dick in a bagel next week. .com.
Dickinabagel.com. Sorry.
Wow.
Go ahead, Larry.
Go on, Larry.
I'm sure someone's done that before. This
I'm
last
sure.
one is a local spa review for a local spa. Hold on, let me scroll down. And it says, I paid $125 for a 50-minute hot stone back massage. Felt more like boiling pebbles than hot stones. Not okay. They had a sign that claimed the massage would reduce my stress and relieve pressure in my back. Well, it didn't. It felt like the boiling pebbles gave me third-degree burns. I may have been branded for all I know. I told the girl at the counter that I would need my money back. She refused. She said it's the standard temperature they use, and most women never have an issue with it. She tried to blame the fact that I'm a man on my inability to tolerate the pain. That biatch has no clue the amount of pain I can tolerate. But nobody is going to be okay with literal lava rocks on their backs. Don't go here unless you hate feeling relaxed.
God, you sound like a pussy.
Unless you hate feeling relaxed.
Do you want some cheese with your wine, you big dumb bitch?
Well, maybe they hurt him. I don't know how hot those lava rocks get. Maybe they burned his skin.
He doesn't even know if they did or not. He literally
was
said,
branded.
I could be branded for all I know. Well, are you or aren't you? Look in a fucking mirror, you idiot.
He doesn't. How are you gonna? You can't see your back in him. I guess you'd have to hold up another mirror while you stand in front of a mirror so you can see.
I can see my back right now.
Yeah, but he
That's
might be
true.
like really fat, Ian. There might be folds. There could be folds.
I mean, if he's a
hidden.
big fat ass, then you clearly have other issues going on.
Do you think if
I don't
somebody's
know.
really that fat and they have like gigantic folds, that shit can get lost in there?
That'd be
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, probably could.
Like
You
an
think?
Easter egg hunt.
Oh, gross. Go on, kids. Good luck.
God damn it.
Oh, that was bad Yelp reviews. Have you
What a
guys?
bunch of bitches.
Do you guys have any like bad experiences at any businesses? Have you ever left a Yelp review?
Twice.
I have.
Like a good ones or bad ones?
Bad ones. Never good. Nobody ever leaves good reviews unless you literally have to beg the customer to do it.
I know.
Only
it's like, you
one
leave a good review if
time.
you want something. What was
Only
it?
one time, and it's got thousands of reviews, and occasionally I'll get like somebody responded to it back in 2014.
What was it?
This girl was dating. I parked. There was no clear sign that said you can't park here, so I was over there and I was fucking her and just hanging out and having a good
No
time.
fucking in this
man.
spot. Like what?
Yeah,
he just
and
says it as if
I
that's
came out.
normal.
My vehicle was towed. It's right around Christmas time, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And they towed it. And then it was this company that does TV commercials, like we're a big old Christian, blah blah blah. And I'm cussing them out in the parking lot, yelling at them, but they weren't very Christiany.
So they told your shit because it.
There was no
because
clear signs.
I
Yeah,
got
so
you.
I wrote a review, and people all the time comment on that review from that apartment complex where she lived at. So yeah, they were pieces of shit.
Yeah, both of the reviews that I've left is because the business literally took my money. The bank that I am currently using, I had deposited because I work on tips for karaoke where I get a lot of them, and I deposited like $115 or something, and I deposited straight into the ATM. Well, the ATM fucked up, spit my card back out at me, and was like, there's been an error. You need to go inside. I'm like, okay, I'm not. So I pull around. I go to the window first. I'm like, hey, your fucking machine told me to come talk to you because it's not deposited the $115 that I literally just put in it. And like, oh, well, you might need to come inside to do that. I'm like, all right, fine. That's what the machine said. This is my bad. I go inside. The lady at the fucking front desk, she looks like this when I walk up to her. Hand in her face, or face in her hand. And she's like, can I help you? I'm like, yeah, your fucking ATM took my money. I literally have a receipt that says come in and talk to you. I have evidence. And she's like, well, you're probably going to have to get in touch with the ATM company to get your money back. That's really all I can tell you. And I went, you know what? Just keep the fucking money. And I left.
That's stupid.
I told this woman who was probably in her 60s, keep the fucking money. And I turned around and left. I didn't give her a chance to say anything because the what do you want attitude that I was getting from her, I'm like, I'm done with y'all.
But you still bank there.
Yeah, I do. Because,
There's only one bank in your town.
well, there's like 3, but it's the best one, and that says a lot.
You're lying. That town has nothing but banks.
Yeah, but most of them are owned by the same company. You can call them whatever you want to.
No, it's all the same.
Yeah.
I've left a couple reviews. Like there was a burger place that I had reviewed, and like shortly after I reviewed them, they closed down. But I don't think it had anything to do with just
No,
my
that was
review.
you. Congratulations.
They
You
had
fucking
really
got
bad.
work.
They had really bad reviews. But I've had some shit experiences with a couple of businesses, and I'm going to call out one this time because I talked about the Domino's things before. And if anybody wants to hear that story, feel free to reach out to me. I'll tell you what happened. But I want to talk about the crumble cookie thing because first of all, crumble cookie is trash. If you eat crumble cookie, I don't know what to tell you. Their cookies are not cookies. They're fucking just these gigantic
know what
flat.
that is.
It's disgusting poison. It's not good.
It's like just like sugar in Play-Doh, basically. It's just like
It's so
all
bad.
sugar.
And they put a
think I've
bunch
had
of crap. I mean, they're really Instagrammable cookies. You know what I mean? Like they're a type of cookie you'd want to take a picture of because they put what they put on it. They look really pretty, but they taste like shit. And I had maybe commented on something on Facebook and said your cookies are trash. And the fucking manager of the one in Rockland, California, lost her shit on me. She like wanted to fucking physically fight me on Facebook. She's like, fuck you. Our cookies aren't trash. You probably, she's telling me that I'm working for another cookie company that like
Yeah, because there's a cookie war going on and you're a fucking soldier.
Swear to God, she was like accusing me of working for another cookie company to bring down Crumble Cookie as if like I had any fucking power in any way whatsoever. But Crumble Cookie is not good. I didn't write a review about it, but that was my experience there.
I love that they think that there's rivalries for fucking everything. Like we talked about radio wars. Like you must work for America's Best Cookie or Nabisco, you piece of shit.
What are you, a fucking Keebler elf lover? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny, and I respect their passion because I think maybe they know you're like you're the most famous stoner in Sacramento.
Maybe.
So if you don't like their junk food, like that says a lot.
Yeah, you know, that's a good point. That's a very good point. You probably want the big stoner to like.
Because we know that's who you work for.
I don't need that shit anymore either. I read about the Girl Scout cookies. They're poisoning everybody. Fuck them. And
not to mention they raised their prices again.
Did they really? I feel like their cookies are getting smaller.
There's that, but I just bought some because I was at Publix, which is a grocery store. I got cash back because I didn't have any on me. I got a 20. I'm like, last time I bought Girl Scout cookies, they said it was 4 boxes for $20.
Yeah,
so I got a 20 out. And I walked up to that fat mother of theirs and she's like, because the girls weren't even there. It was just the mom sitting in her fucking lawn chair. And I'm like, hey, what do we got here? She's like, well, we got boxes, $6 each. And I'm sitting there waiting on her to tell me, but it's 4 boxes for $20. She never said that. It was $6. So I bought 3 boxes. So I'm like, you're not even going to offer me a deal. So
fuck the Girl Scouts. Don't eat that shit.
Oh, wow. I haven't eaten a single one.
That sounded really bad.
The company, the corporate, the company.
Yeah, completely out of context. I'm sorry. That was terrible. But those cookies are bad.
Slinging bitches.
You shouldn't be eating. They should. I mean, honestly, they should make those cookies a little bit healthier. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Get these little kids slinging them. You should.
If they were healthier, they wouldn't be cookies, Mikey.
Just a little bit healthier. Just use organic ingredients or something. It could be junk food still. Just make it.
You sound so California right now.
Sorry. Well, it is what it is.
I know. I'm trying to get him to come visit Florida.
I got it.
I think the girls should have to make their own cookies. I really think that should be part of it.
You know what? I don't want to eat from other people's houses anymore. I've decided I'm done. People have been, no. We've talked about
raisins. That ain't raisins. That's cat shit.
Exactly. We're looking at Stroke's shadow now again. You guys notice that?
Oh yeah.
The Unabomber.
Oh, I had to piss, so I walked away.
It's super creepy when it's just your shadow. It's weird.
Yeah,
the Shadow Man.
I'm more technically advanced than Lara today. Yeah, right.
I had to piss. At least I turned it off when I wanted to go piss.
Were you pissing in the corner? We can't follow you to the bathroom.
Well, I didn't want you to. I just was very politely just turned the mic off, waiting, pissed, came right back, joined the conversation.
It was like he jumped right in right when I was talking about. It would
fine if Lara wasn't 3 hours late to the show.
Right, that's a good point. This show is like people have no idea what went on before the 2 hour. Like we have a 2 hour episode right here, but we had an hour. 5 hours. We had like an hour of a show before. It was just me, Stroke, and Ian just like waiting on Lara.
Today, this podcast became a full-time job.
It really did.
Probably an additional show if you think about it. We talked about a lot of shit.
I think in this episode we're going to have a behind the scenes and some extra exclusive content, so that'll be really good for Patreon. So subscribe to the Patreon right now. It's $5.99. The link is in the description. Remember that it's $5.99 a month. You're supporting your favorite show. Don't forget, we have some Aftershock tickets we're going to be giving away really soon. So just make sure you're following us on all our social medias and on and of course on Spotify and Apple. Oh, can I say something real quick? If we're going to be building this website, and if you've made it this far to the show, do me a favor. Leave a review on Apple. Like, I appreciate all the comments everybody does on Spotify. That's a great way to be a part of the show. But if you can make it over to the Apple podcast and actually leave a review, you can rate the show, but leave a review for us. It'll end up on our website, which I think is really, really cool. So because it doesn't pull in the reviews from Spotify or those comments from Spotify, but it pulls in the Apple reviews. So I think Lara's frozen, by the way. But I think it'd be really, really cool. So do that for us. Oh, okay, you're not. Do that for us. Leave a review, and then we'll read those too, and they'll end up on our website. So that's over on the Apple Podcast. Become Patreon, and I got nothing else. You guys good? It's been a really long show.
I just want people to realize that there's a lot of money that goes into right now. We're not making a whole lot. We're not actually making anything.
Yeah.
But I want people to realize, we're paying for this and this and this and this.
There's a handful of things.
So the more subscribers we get, that is perfect. And then maybe additional shows we can do. Maybe 2 a week, and then eventually get to 3. And I
think it'd be awesome.
My ultimate goal would be if we ever get to where we can do 5 shows a week. I mean, that would be just replace all this fucking bullshit on the radio. That'd
completely
be
agree.
Fantastic.
I would love that.
But that takes you helping us do that.
Yep.
And I don't know if you can on Patreon. Maybe you can help me this. What I like about Spotify, and I will say this. I know we're doing videos till episode number 10. I like the fact that on my TV, I can watch it.
Yeah.
Because I'll go back and if you really care about what you do, you critique yourself and go,
sure.
I should have said this and I should have done that. I enjoy watching it on the Spotify app. I'm not sure on Patreon if you can get that in the future as far as like on the TV.
I'm not sure if there's like an Apple TV Patreon app, but you can usually beam it. You can usually use your phone to beam it to your television. So,
I know most people probably aren't doing that at their house or watching when they're home. They are, but when I get home, I have half the day. I enjoy just putting it on the background and just kind of seeing what we did.
Yeah, the videos are going to be nice, and when you're going to lose the videos after the 10th episode. So it's an extra. It's $5.99 a month. It's one less cup of coffee that you have for a month. You know what I mean? Like it's really not even that big of a deal, and it goes a really far way into helping keep this show alive. And plus there's going to be a lot of extra exclusives that are going to happen over on Patreon. And hopefully we're thinking next month, don't have an exact date yet, but next month we're talking about doing a monthly live stream and it'll be probably right on our Patreon, probably a little bit on some social media for a little while, and then it'll all go over to the Patreon. So we'll get all that worked out, but now's the time to join. If you can't join as soon as you can. You got that income tax check coming. I know that you can fucking pay $5.99 a month with that. Everybody's a big baller now.
Yeah, was it like $70-something a year or something like that? I know that sounds like a lot, but at the end of the day, you're getting us, and we're not going to raise the rate. So if we end up doing 2 episodes and 3 episodes, you're still getting the same price.
I mean,
absolutely.
we might add more tiers, but that's just for more stuff that you can get. But the base will always stay where it is.
$5.99. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you guys. Thanks for checking out the show. Make sure you tell everybody about the show. Make sure you share the show and tell the whole world. And make sure you stay safe and stay weird and question everything.
Don't beat it, don't whack it, just shrug it.
Go Power Rangers.
Oh, and by the way, this is Lara's last show.
And wiggity whack, your girl Lara stepping back. My baby just walked in, so I got to go take care of him. Bye.
See ya. Bye.
We should have played that Green Day song. What's the one they played every year when everybody graduates? About
Good Riddance.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is a terrible name for the song.
Wow, what a way to walk away. Just my baby's here. Fuck y'all.
Hey, this was really fun.
We hope you liked it too.
We've had a lot of laughs tonight.
Seems like we've just begun when suddenly we're through.
But I'll tell you what's not funny.
Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye.
Killing strippers.
'Cause now it's time to go.
Strippers are people, too. Naked people who may be willing to pleasure you for a price you negotiate later behind the curtain at a VIP
'Cause
room.
we'll see you very soon, I know.
Besides, there's no need to kill them.
Very soon I know.
Because most of them are already dead inside.
Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.
Goodbye, good friends, goodbye.